wake up and let the weirdness begin. It's the KVJ Show to start your morning. Kevin is the host, and his skin pigment is whiter than Casper the Ghost. Virginia sounds like this. Nickname Vicious Beast, so don't get her pissed. It's Jason, called Suck a Spaz, and they love to talk about Bigfoot and stacks. So get ready, here we go. You're listening to 97.9 with the KVJ Show.
Yeah, here we go. Hello and welcome to the KVJ Show. How y'all doing today?
Happy Tuesday.
Yes, it is. Happy Tuesday.
I was just happy that my car wasn't covered in ice this morning.
Oh, yeah. That's what happens with you
It was
Northerners.
dramatic.
My window didn't have any kind of froth.
Yeah, it was really kind of crazy just looking at the temperatures. It is drastically different. I saw like Vero Beach, it was in the 40s, West Palm Beach at 63. So, yeah, you Northerners up there having to deal with all the cold temperatures.
Yeah, when I looked at my car this morning, it said 51. And I was
Okay.
like, wait a minute. I thought the low was supposed to be 55. How am I lower than the low?
Yeah,
Doesn't make any sense.
That's because you're so far up north, dog.
I think so, yeah.
I know, I'm in the tundra.
Yeah.
You got them Arctic temps up
There's,
there.
for some reason, a drastic shift in temperature the further you drive south. So,
It's weird.
yeah. And it's crazy. It's probably 90 in Miami. So,
Let's go.
yeah, it's just kind of the way it is. So.
Jump on the bright line.
Yep. So there you go. Just trying to figure it all out. All right, coming up here today on the KVJ Show, we got a ton of stuff to do for you, including we're going to be giving away that trip to Machu Picchu. We're going to be announcing the winner. So if you've been checking out the app and if you put in the keywords there, listen up because you will find out if you are the winner today on the KVJ Show. And we got something else really cool to announce. Another reason why you still want to go check out that WRMF app. You can download it right now, register to be one of the users, and set yourself up for some big winnings coming up.
What are you thinking about? What are you thinking about? What's on your mind? Are you thinking about? What are you thinking about?
What you thinking about today, Jay Bird?
So the restaurant you were loving, Virginia, Domino's, they got this new thing going on. They're running a new promotion where they'll tip customers $3 for choosing carry out instead of delivery. Now, Kev, there's a clip up there. They kind of explain it. Some people are saying, oh, this is a great idea. Some are calling shenanigans going, they're just tricking you into kind of doing something that because they're down with drivers.
Okay.
When you order carryout online from Domino's, you're no longer just a customer. You're a delivery driver. Delivering a delicious order of Domino's to yourself. And we believe every great delivery driver deserves a tip. So we'll tip you $3 to use on your next order.
What was that?
Domino's tip me $3. Get tipped when you order carryout online. Only at Domino's.
Cool promotion or confused?
It's a way of flowering up a turd.
They're saying they're having a tough time getting drivers.
Yeah. That's what's going on.
Okay. Well, I guess it makes sense then.
Yeah, but does it wow you? Because I know we had a Taco Bell promotion. They were, it's a big deal. And it was like one taco. Where does this rank?
This is better than one taco.
I agree.
Because one taco is kind of like, really?
You're going there to get extra stuff along with the one taco.
I'll tell you, that Domino's by me, they put a new one up in Tequesta. It's in the Publix Plaza, and they set up a thing for kids.
Mm-hmm.
There's like stairs that you climb up, and you can like look and watch them make your pizza.
That's cool.
And it's like a viewing stand for the kids to be able to
Okay.
see it. Rocco loves it. I'm like,
I bet.
they're kind of killing it.
The witch caused some controversy, and I don't want to misquote you because did you say Domino's garlic butter is just as good, if not better than Papa John's garlic butter? What was the quote?
It's almost as good as Papa John's because
Almost.
I've had their garlic butter in the little cup, the dipping cup. Papa John's still reigns supreme, but Domino's has made one as well, and it's a very close second.
You know,
Okay.
that Papa John's garlic butter, I don't know how that can be vegan.
It's so good.
Yeah, how is it vegan?
I could drink it.
Yeah, I love it too. I just don't get how it's on that accidentally vegan list, which it kind of blows my mind.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know how that is. Maybe someone can explain
Butter
it to
being
me.
dairy made from a cow, right?
Yeah,
Am I working this out
Yeah.
right?
How can butter be vegan if it came from a cow?
That's what I'm wondering. Do they not make it with regular dairy stuff? Is there a secret to their garlic butter we don't know about?
Is it just oil and no dairy?
We need to get someone from Papa John's on the
Might
horn.
be. Probably is.
I know it's delicious, and I know it's salty. It's salty AF.
Yeah, or am I getting bad information? Is it not vegan?
Dang.
We gotta blow this thing way open.
Okay. What's on your mind today, Virginia?
Well, for the past few days, it's been like drama in my house because I couldn't find my debit card. And I was pretty sure, because I went back and I looked, and you can see, like, what was your last transaction? So I was like, okay, the last transaction, Rocco, was when me and you went to the car wash, and you said you wanted to do it, and you wanted to put the card in, and you wanted to punch the numbers because he loves doing it.
Yeah.
And so I let him do it out the back window of the car at the car wash.
Yeah.
And then I thought I got my card back from him, but I guess I didn't, because for 3 days we couldn't find the card. I'm grilling him. We're tearing the car apart. I found it yesterday.
Okay.
My debit card was in his book pack.
Okay.
He put my debit card in
pocketed
his
it.
book pack.
Good for him.
What a sneaky little snake.
That's a good way to do it, right?
These kids can't be trusted.
No. That's just kind of the way kids do.
It just lose your debit card and then show me how your life is just turned into chaos, because that's what happened.
Yeah, we're always having some kind of issue. And it's really kind of crazy because we go to this one gas station, and it was the racetrack over by where our radio station is. I don't know what it is. We go to racetrack all the time, always fueling up with gas. And for some reason, they always snag my number when I go to that racetrack. And they open it up. They tore the whole racetrack down, rebuilt it from the ground up. And I went there for the first time, and they grabbed my number again.
You got hacked again?
Yes. Like every time I go there, and I'm just like, what the heck? We go to the other racetrack and never have a problem. And for some reason, it's that one.
Is it the
Every time.
So somebody's got a skimmer on it.
Yeah,
the
I
one
guess.
you're having problems with? Is it the one closer to work or closer to your house?
The one that is right across the street from us.
Okay, yeah, it's very. But there's some cat calling going over there.
You know what Panda told me to do? Because he had his card just like yours. The skimmer got it several times. And he finally said, enough is enough. What he does is he goes in and he prepays.
Okay.
He just goes to the register and pays there and says, okay, give me $50 worth of gas. It adds a couple steps to it, and it takes a little longer, but the skimmers are on the outside, on the gas pumps. When you go inside, your chances of being hacked are greatly reduced.
Okay.
That's what the bank told him to do, so that's what he does.
Okay, so go inside instead
Go
of hanging
inside,
outside 'cause you get
prepay.
hacked.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy. It's just a whole extra little wrinkle that you got to deal with. So
I'm sorry.
Y'all getting catcalled at the other one?
no.
Are you?
Me and Denny's, every time we go there, there's always some hooting and hollering.
Are you wearing that sweater?
was
Because
gonna
I can
say.
see why.
You guys are getting catcalled?
Where's Grandma, and why did you steal her sweater?
Maybe not. Maybe catcall is the wrong term. Just things shouted at us. And it's not from KVJ Nation either, y'all.
What are they, like yelling dirty hippies or something?
Hey, your sweater sucks.
Whatever. This sweater is awesome. My sister Tina sent this from Oregon. Thank you very little. Go ahead, touch that. Go. That's enough.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's
What do you have? Okay.
Bigfoot sweater. Look at that baby.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
I'll model that thing.
How about that? Okay, that's something.
Why are you pelvic thrusting?
Yeah, I was going to say. That's what he's going to do to Bigfoot.
That's what Bigfoot's going to do to you.
Yeah.
Bigfoot's a top.
Yeah, you don't pelvic thrust Bigfoot.
No.
Bigfoot, pelvic thrust, you. There you go. Well, I know, Virginia, you know something about the fine wines, and I've been drinking a little bit of the wine here lately, and I was just curious, is there a difference between a wine that comes in a cork bottle and a screw-off cap? Because I always thought like the screw-off cap meant it was like cheap and terrible and all that, but we've been getting some wines, and it's screw-off cap a lot of times for convenience, but I don't really notice any difference. Is the taboo changing? Was that ever really a taboo?
I think in the beginning it was a taboo because we were all just a little bit taken aback by it and, oh my gosh, screw off cap. But I think maybe it's more cost effective for them, and so a lot of them are doing it.
Yeah, because I remember, didn't the whole thing with boxed wine change too? Like once upon a time, if you got wine in a box, you're like, what? You're drinking boxed wine?
But now a lot of wine is in little boxes now.
Question about box wine. You open it, you don't finish it. Do you refrigerate that or do you leave it out?
No, you can refrigerate it. It'll stay good in a box because the box is sealed.
But if you leave it out, is it bad? Does it go bad? Does wine go bad when you leave it out, or you always have to refrigerate it? I'm not a wine guy.
You can leave it out. I usually don't leave out white wine just because I like it better colder. But red wine, I'm sure you could leave it out.
But it doesn't spoil in a box wine.
I don't think so. I think it's got a shelf life.
Huh.
Okay.
I am not a wine dude.
Yeah, I also wondered that because I know if you, for instance, are drinking a craft beer and you're like, oh, I'm not going to finish the beer. I'll put it in the fridge. You go back to drinking the next day, you're like,
That's terrible.
but
It's not the same.
it's not the same. But wine, my wife had done that, and I tried it. She put her glass of wine in the fridge, and I took a drink just fine. I'm like, going, I don't know if it tastes any different. I think wine maybe can last, or either that or my palate's just wrecked and I can't tell the difference.
No, I feel the same as you. I can put wine in the fridge and let it hang out for a couple days and then go back to it, and it's okay.
Okay.
Are you more of a red man or a white man?
I am a red man. We typically drink the Cabernet. Cabernet Sauvignon is typically what I do, or a Pinot Noir.
Am I wrong to think this red wine, Jesus wine, white wine, all right, it's time to get crunk? Or not really?
I don't know. You think
what was
maybe
Jesus' favorite wine? You know everything about Jesus. Did he prefer a red or a white?
I felt like red wine is Jesus wine, and then white wine is, girl, let's talk about our divorce.
Well, at church, at Catholic church, we have wine, and it's always red. And I think it's like the blood of Christ.
Yeah.
The body
that
of Christ.
More sense, yeah, for religious significance.
Right.
I just feel like I've never seen white wine with churches and stuff.
I've never seen a white.
Because it's supposed to symbolize blood.
Okay.
Yeah.
And if you got white blood, then you got a problem.
Yeah. Could it symbolize an angel's sweat?
Yeah, they never really did that in the Bible.
Kind of gross.
Yeah. Not really something they did.
Sweat, blood, I mean, come on.
Yeah, I mean, hey, it's all fluids, right?
That sweater is bringing you down.
I feel like it's elevating me.
I don't know.
Yeah, it is. Okay. All right. We're just learning something about wine here on the KVJ Show. Well, thank you for the tips. I always like your recommendations. We're talking about wine. Any difference with a cork or a screw-off cap? Does that indicate quality? And finding out, no, apparently not. Some people are saying that some of the wines have gone more screw-off cap because cork from the ocean is not as prevalent as it used to be. So you might find some good wines with a screw-off cap.
Also, too, I don't know about y'all, but every time I try to open up a little wine, sometimes I get a little cork in that thing.
Screw off is so much easier for a screw off.
Yes.
I mean, I don't think we have to be mean about it.
Right.
But that's just what wine snobs do, Kevin.
Yeah. And I was even given some suggestions. Meomi, M-E-O-M-I, a red Cabernet, sounds great. And they said Josh Cabernet, that actually is the one that we drink most often. And the thing that's great about it, it's actually about $10 to $12 a bottle.
Yeah.
Okay, so that Yellowtail's that much. And every time I brought up Yellowtail, I got laughed out of the room. Is Yellowtail considered terrible?
I don't know anything about that one.
Yeah, Yellowtail's considered terrible, but
I'll let the wine experts
Meiomi is
speak.
not. Meiomi's like a $20 bottle of red wine. It's like nice.
Okay.
But I know people that like wine that like Meiomi, and I kind of trust what they say,
Okay.
but they're not going to throw money away on a wine.
Okay.
They want a good quality wine, and they get Meiomi red.
Yeah.
You don't know anybody in your wine circles that would go, yeah, no, Virginia, you're wrong. Yellowtail is good.
Mm-mm.
Gosh, she runs like snobby circles, though.
Yeah.
She does.
I mean, go in the snack pack, and yeah, it's great.
Well, those guys.
Those guys are pirates.
Well, that Josh that I get, you can get that at Racetrack.
Really?
Yeah, I do all my wine shopping at Racetrack.
Whoa. Look at you. You go there, you get your card hacked, you get some wine.
Oh, I do. It's great. Yeah.
Maybe get catcalled.
Yeah, that's a great time. That sets me up for a Good Friday. Yeah. Joey Rocks in the chat room said, Kev, I need a brewery suggestion to take out-of-town guests to, and they're a bit of a beer snob.
Oh.
I guess it depends upon where you're looking to go. There are some highlights. Each county has got great places to go. Palm Beach County, I send a lot of people to Matthews Brewery. That place is great. They got a lot of live music. It's really good. So
They
that's
got an
one of my favorites
indoor-outdoor
there.
situation.
Yeah.
I like that, too.
Yeah, that's typically one of my big go-tos for Palm Beach County. If you are in Fort Lauderdale, I would say go to Funky Buddha. Got the shirt on, yeah.
Oh, look at you.
That's a good one to go to. Or Invasive Species in Fort Lauderdale is good. If you were in Miami-Dade, Vesa Sur, Wynwood Brewery, Concrete Beach, that area right in there, you can do some good bar hopping. And then I haven't been to it yet, but I hear great things about it. I think it's Icon in Vero Beach.
I mean, Joey Rocks, Kevin just gave you a tour.
I did. Boom. Yeah. Whatever county you're in, hopefully it'll work for you. So find something there. Always appreciate all the great advice that people hit us up with here on the KVJ Show. Coming up in just a couple of minutes, they did a poll on the greatest TV shows of all time. 2,000 people were surveyed to get their favorite. Any guess what you think they're voting for as the greatest TV show of all time? What would you say, Virginia?
I mean, I saw the results. I don't
okay.
agree.
You don't
Okay,
agree.
but
It made me mad.
by judging with that, it's got to be Friends.
Yeah, okay.
I did not see the list, but I can feel her anger.
I saw
Yeah.
it and I was like, really? Get the hell out of here.
I know you don't love it, but you can't argue with the numbers that it still brings in, and they're not going to pay the money that they pay for Friends if it's not bringing those kind of numbers.
It is, but it's one of those things. If you're not into it, you hate it.
It's just a quality of show. It beat out Seinfeld, and I'm sorry.
Yeah, Seinfeld was second.
Quality of show. Put any episode of Seinfeld up against any episode of Friends, and it's not even a competition.
When's the last time the Kevin Ralston has watched a Seinfeld?
It's been years. It's been a long time. There may be a clip or two that I see here and there, but sat down to watch an episode of Seinfeld, it's been a couple decades.
Well, it's on Netflix, so
Okay.
I think Panda puts it on every once in a while, and I still get drawn in. Seinfeld episodes and Sopranos episodes.
Oh, man.
If Panda puts those on, I'll
Yeah.
be like doing laundry or the dishes, and I'll just stop what I'm doing, and I'm like, ugh.
I love The Sopranos so much, especially when paranoia starts to set in and people think they're going to get whacked. Oh, I love it.
Sucks you in.
The one with the Russian dude trying to kill them in the woods.
That's the best
That's
episode.
the best episode
Yeah,
of The Sopranos.
I agree.
Yeah, what is the best background TV show to put on?
I mean, don't put on The Sopranos if you want to get your laundry
Yeah,
done.
that's what I
right.
think. Yeah, that's
Because
almost too.
you
That's
will
almost too
forget-
engaging.
You will burn your pizza. You will forget about your children.
The Office is good to put on the background if you've seen
I
it a
could
bunch.
see that. Yeah, in fact, I probably that's maybe why Friends does have some staying power.
Because it's boring and you can put it on in the background and still get your life done.
Yeah, I guess so.
But I've noticed all those kind of shows that I've seen a billion times, like A Boy Meets World or The Office. If I have them in the background, I can get stuff done. And if there's something that catches my interest, really quick, and then I go back to what I'm doing.
Yeah.
You can have that in the background.
Well, what's fascinating coming out of this survey is the common thread I've been talking about for the last week is old is dominating. New is not. If you look at the top shows, and this was a wide array of the 2,000 people, it wasn't like they were just asking the old folks what they like to watch. It was younger age to older. And now with Netflix and things like that, there are a lot of younger demographics that are discovering these shows for the first time and they're enjoying them. Oddly enough, it was a lot of younger numbers that were saying Friends, Seinfeld, that were right up there. So as far as this survey goes, they had Friends 1, Seinfeld 2, Game of Thrones 3, Three's Company was 4, and Frasier was 5.
That's insane. I just watched about 3 episodes of Three's Company to see if it at all still holds up. My friends, it does not hold up.
Yeah, look, yeah.
It is what it is. I enjoy it because it's very nostalgic for me.
Yeah.
If Suits was to watch that, he would try to punch me.
Yeah, it's that bad still.
Well, let's make him watch it.
They've got The Office at number 6, Simpsons at 9, and The Wire at 10. And what they found is when they talked to the people about what was the greatest era for television, 19% said it was the 80s and 90s, followed by the 2000s, 2010s, and then the 70s was behind that. But it seems like the sweet spot for TV was 80s to 90s, according to this survey.
Well, remember when Sweet Suits watched A Few Good Men? And now I know they make movies like that a lot, but they're not very mainstream. But back in the day, A Few Good Men was a blockbuster movie. Everyone knew about that. They don't really. I think there's a lack of writing. There's a which kind of in my there's a lack of heart in some of this stuff. It's kind of mass produced and quickly put out there.
Okay.
And sometimes I think you need to take your time with some of that stuff.
Maybe. And this is the one thing that I don't know that I agree with this survey on this. Only 7% believe that we are currently living in the best era for television. And I actually would argue that. I think that we are living in the best era for television. I don't think at any other point have we cranked out this much TV. Are people staying home as much as they used to plug into it? And you got a lot more variety. There's so many great shows that I go through that I honestly think are just as good, if not better, than any of the shows that they have on this top 20 list of the best TV shows of all time.
The question always is it, are you happy because there's more options? That doesn't necessarily mean the content's better. That just means that there's more options. So is it better content that's being made today compared to back then? I don't. It's going to be.
I think it's just as good, if not better, and they're making more of it. They've got Game of Thrones at 3. That's one of the newer shows that had made it. But other than that, you're pretty non-existent on the newer shows that are out there. But to me, I would argue there's so many great shows that are coming out. Breaking Bad didn't even make their top 20, and I think that's a relatively recent show that didn't even crack in there. I mean, when they start putting Three's Company at number 4, and you even admit that that's a terrible show,
well, it makes me. That's why.
Then I don't think this survey's right on.
Well, I hate to sound like a conspiracy theorist with all of these surveys, but you have to always watch how these studies are being done. What if they interviewed everybody at the old people village where
Century Village.
Century Village, and that's what.
Well, that's what I'm saying. They didn't. They gave the numbers 2,000 people as the sample size, and they did ages all the way from young to old.
And I know they say that, but
They lied?
I don't know. Some of these studies.
Everybody's got an agenda, Kevin. We trust no one.
Okay, all right.
I want to know how they did this study.
Yeah, to me, what I would debate is that now is the best era for television. Does anybody agree with that? That now is the best era for television?
Now, but you're saying with the new content being made, you're going
with what you have. I would say from the last 5 years to now, we're in the golden age of television. Television has never been better than it's been right now. Would you agree with that statement?
I would not agree with that statement.
Would you agree, Virginia?
I don't know. I think I kind of would. I think because of the money that your Netflixes and stuff like that are dumping into creativity.
Right.
I think that I would agree with that.
You have more movie directors now and movie stars that are just making basic TV shows, and that never really used to happen.
I think, I'm not saying it's the 80s or 90s. It might be right after that, but I think it got to a point, to your point, it's become watered down. There's a lot of great stuff out there, but there's also a lot of crap, which to me kind of takes it down a level of being the greatest moment or era of stuff being made.
Okay. Well, from one bad poll to another, we'll put one up right now on KVJ TV. Suits, is this the best era ever for television? Yes or no? If you're watching us on YouTube and KVJ TV, you can answer. We'll see what people say. Are we in the best era of TV? Yes or no? Okay, are we living in the best era ever for television? Only 7% of people in a survey of 2,000 said, yes, we are.
The other thing, too, the reason why I think some people think we're not is some stuff's getting watered down. Some stuff is agenda-based when before it kind of wasn't, and that's starting to water some things down. So I see it even with some of the Disney stuff with the Boba Fett. There's certain things that they have to put in movies now to make it more to make Twitter not upset. And it seems like there's an agenda there, and I think that can affect the content.
I sidestepped those shows. Narcos doesn't have any agendas.
No, I'm not saying
Cocaine and eating people.
I'm not saying that there's not shows that don't. I'm
Right.
just saying it's more of it now, and I think that's why you're seeing some people say it's not the greatest. I think that's just one of the reasons.
One argument for it being the best era is somebody in our chat room said, I think it is the best because I used to hate waiting a whole week to see what happens next. There's a lot of shows that just drop the whole season on you, boom, all at once. The binge watching concept, and that is relatively new. That is something in our new era
I love that.
that I think is a solid argument for why it is the strongest era ever for television.
But the thing about that, it's different because that's kind of not the argument. The argument really is what's being produced right now. And
But it's all part of it. It's about the experience of television. Is the experience of watching television now better than it has been? And I think the strongest arguments for it is that there's more money being put into it, solid writing, production, more options for you to choose from. People's home theater systems are a lot better, and then the binge watching concept. That's what I would put together as the argument for why we right now are in the best era ever for TV.
That's why things like a Cobra Kai stand out in today's day and age, because they don't do politically correct stuff, and they're going kind of against what seems to be the trend in Hollywood. And that's why I really do think people are like, no, there's a lot of crap being in. I mean, the new Sex in the City thing, that is such a steaming pile of crap.
Yeah. But I think those shows don't really do well. And yeah, there's still a lot of misses, but to me, if you boil down the hits, there's a lot more hits to choose from. So if you navigate it correctly, it's a much better experience today with the options that you have.
No one's saying there's not hits out there, baby, but you just got to sift through a lot of crap.
Yeah, but to me, it's just listen to what people are saying. I listen to the recommendations of people listen to KVJ, and they're not steering me wrong. I'm bouncing from one great show to the next. Yellowstone that I'm on right now is a very solid show.
I totally agree. I just feel like this is a debate. We have to make points here.
I
there
hear
really
you.
is no
Yeah.
answer.
Well, our chat room, we asked KVJ what they thought, and is this the best era ever for TV? Only 31% said yes. And they're saying it's, well, some of the comments, Lori, for instance, said, yeah, because of reality TV. Horrible TV.
Well, and that kind of supports my statement of there's just a lot of, it's watered down, man.
Yeah, and
I love reality TV.
Yeah.
It's so mindless. I'm so mad at Joe Millionaire because you have to wait a week for new episodes. I wish they dropped the whole season at once because I can't wait to see how it ends.
To Kevin's point, there's a ton of options. But think about it even at a restaurant. When you have a ton of options on a menu, there's going to be some crap on that thing.
You're right.
Yeah. Somebody said, Kev, how do you possibly find the time to watch shows? You're a busy guy with the family. It's basically on the weekends, when we're just kind of like chilling out.
And ignoring the family.
Yeah, well, I usually typically watch with my wife on the weekend.
If
That's
you're
what we
binge
do.
watching, they get on you. I'm working right now.
Yeah, I don't do a lot during the week, but on the weekends, it's how we spend a lot of time.
Well, it's your golf. It's your bar time. It's
Yeah.
your relaxation time.
Absolutely, yeah. It's a time for us to kind of like watch something. It's a great way to connect.
Don't let them binge shame you. That's a real thing, by the way. Binge shaming is a real thing.
Yeah.
I used to live with a guy who would binge shame.
Really?
Oh, back before binging was even a
Yeah.
thing.
Uh-huh.
If you watch television during in the afternoon for a half hour, watching television in the afternoon, bro? Really? I'm over here crushing it. You're a douche.
What was his name?
I'm not saying anything. I'm not saying it, but I will tell you off the air.
Do I know him?
It's a funny story, Virginia.
Okay. They say there's a bunch of old sayings that have been very popular in America for a long time, but these sayings are on their way to going extinct because over half of people under the age of 50 never use them anymore. So within the next 30 years or whenever those people die off, you're probably not going to hear these in the future. So I guess if you love them, teach them to your kids to carry them on. But a lot of them maybe don't make sense, so don't worry about it. Some of the ones that they say are in danger of falling by the wayside. Dead as a doornail is one of the phrases.
I love that one.
Yeah, they say it is really only used by people over the age of 50. Beating a dead horse.
That one always kind of felt weird to me.
Yeah, I think people are like, I don't really want to beat a dead horse.
Yeah, it's kind of like animal abuse.
Really
and-
shouldn't even beat a live horse.
Right.
Well, it really does vividly paint a picture.
Yeah. I don't know if I want to do that.
Makes you seem like a real jerk.
All right, we'll take that one out. All right.
A flash in the pan is another phrase.
That is such an old-timey. Oh, he's a flash in the pan.
Yeah. Be there or be square.
That is so old.
Put a sock in it. They say that one is on the way out as well.
That one is so pure. I love that. Instead of saying shut up, I'll just put a sock in it, Virginia.
I love that.
I haven't heard that in a long time, though.
We got to bring that back.
We do. Yeah,
all right.
let's do it.
Raining cats and dogs, they say, is on its way out.
What does that even mean?
There's a long story that goes with it, Virginia, about, yeah.
You would have that in a fact or fiction kind of
It would
backstory.
be, yeah. I don't think I'll take the time to break it down right now. But there's a story behind the whole raining cats and dogs. Just know that. Cool as a cucumber.
That was a Kay Pennington saying. My mom loved that.
Yeah.
Cool as a cucumber.
Yeah.
Mom, I don't feel well. I think I have a temperature. You're cool as a cucumber. You're going to school.
Okay. And then steal my thunder. They say those are all phrases that are close to going extinct. Crazy, huh?
What does it say about the person if they use a lot of those on their list and they're under the age of 50?
They're an old soul, I guess is the nice way of saying that.
They were close
right?
to their mama.
Yeah.
There you go.
You notice that when somebody's like lame and boring, they say, oh, they're just an old soul. No, they're actually kind of boring and lame, honestly.
It's the KVJ dirt of the day. It's the KVJ dirt of the day. Virginia, take it away, cause you know we need that dirt of the day.
Well, there was some speculation on social media about what's going on with Rihanna. She was awful covered up for a good minute, and that's not usually her style. She's usually pretty skin-bearing and sexy, but yeah, she was covering up a lot, and people were saying, is she pregnant? Sure enough, yesterday in Harlem, Rihanna and A$AP Rocky did a photo shoot, and she's got a pretty significant baby bump. She looks to be about 7.5 months pregnant to me.
Oh, wow.
So,
Okay.
yeah, she's been pretty good at hiding it up until now.
She's in the 3T era, the third trimester.
She looks like she's dancing right up into the third trimester. Yes, she does.
Okay. Well, she's been talking about new music, so I'm wondering if she's timing it around the birth of the baby.
Oh, I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ashley Simpson, remember her, Jessica
Yeah.
Simpson's sister?
Yeah.
She had a little bit of a dramatic night the other night. So they were at the Pegasus World Cup racetrack right here in Hollywood, and they were down there.
Hallandale.
Yeah, for that big horse race.
Yeah, that was star-studded. There were a lot of celebrities there.
So they're jumping around. There's this DJ D Nice who was out there like getting the crowd going. Everybody was jumping. She's waving her hands in the air. And her $500,000 wedding ring goes flying off of her
Dang.
hand. And they stopped the set. Everybody's like looking on the ground with flashlights for it. Luckily, her husband did find it like in a bush, like 20 feet
Wow.
away. It was on the ground. So
Okay.
thank goodness the ring. $500,000 ring, girl. You better get that thing tightened.
Yeah.
And that's what's going on in your dirt.
Okay. Got some celebrities. How about a birthday today? Got to say a real quick birthday shout out here. Got a few of them for you. Happy birthday to Harry Styles. He is turning 28 years old today.
He's the one that sings Watermelon, Kevin.
Yeah.
Watermelon Kevin.
Yeah, I wish he did, huh? That'd be great marketing. Ronda Rousey, who just went through the WWE Royal Rumble, is turning 35 today. Wrestles like she's 65.
Her mic skills. It's all about those mic skills.
Mike
Kevin.
skills, Kev.
Okay, mic skills. All right. Lauren Conrad, the LC from Laguna Beach in the Hills, is 36 today. And Michael C. Hall from Dexter is 51. Also got a happy birthday to JC. We love you. 11 years from Grammy Papa Mama Katie Jo Easton. Also happy birthday to Iris. Love you, Billy, David, and Frost. And also a happy birthday to Ella, turning 11. Love you so much from Mommy, Daddy, and Magnus. If you got a birthday and you want to get it on the KVJ Show, you can just let us know. Mail at kvjshow.com. MAIL at kvjshow.com. I got to tell you, this is one of those bucket list kind of trips that you do not want to miss out on once in your life. To me, I got to get to Machu Picchu in Peru at some point, and we have got somebody here that is going to be able to cross this item off of their bucket list because they're going there for 6 nights to stay at the Inca Terra Machu Picchu Pueblo Hotel.
Ooh-wee.
Yeah, pretty crazy stuff.
6 nights. That's a big one.
That's a long time to be in Peru and hanging out there. You'll be able to do everything Machu Picchu.
Oh, the best drink is Peruvian. It's called a pisco sour.
Okay.
Oh, it's so good.
Of course, Virginia goes with the booze.
It's strong AF, though. You better be careful.
She's going to skip the artifacts and go right to the bar at Machu Picchu.
It sounds as if it's a very powerful drink.
There better be a bar at Machu Picchu.
Mm-hmm. And we got to say congratulations to Katie Cafaro from Boynton Beach. Katie, hello.
Hey, KVJ, what's going on?
Katie! We want to see, Katie, if you could clear about 6 days and nights off your schedule to make it to Peru.
I think I can do that. I don't think that's really going to be a struggle at all.
Wow.
That's very nice. You're on your way to Machu Picchu.
That's so cool. Thank you so much, guys.
Yeah, that is pretty awesome. I'm pretty pumped for you. You got to make sure you share the photos when you go, okay?
Yeah, for sure. Awesome. This is so awesome. Like, I can't even believe I got the call from Denny's as I'm, like, sitting in the gym. I'm like, wait a second. I should probably take this.
You gotta try that drink Virginia the Witch is talking about.
Pisco sour. Mm-hmm. And, you know, if you're up for it, Kevin would like to stow away in your luggage.
Oh, no doubt. Yeah.
This is so cool. Thanks so much, guys.
Absolutely. Well, enjoy yourself there at Machu Picchu. And if you want to get a little bit of a head start, they've got 192 artifacts from Machu Picchu at the Boca Museum of Art until March 6th. If you can go and check it out. Yeah, it's kind of cool.
A little pregame.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, kind of get an idea of what you're going to be able to see. So have a great time, okay, Katie?
Awesome. Thank you.
We have got another awesome trip. We're just, boom, one thing after another. And there's so many rewards. If you listen to us through the 97.9 WRMF app, you get our podcast there as well. And when you listen, you get credit for great trips like to Peru and Machu Picchu.
It's like frequent flyer credit.
Yeah.
I love that.
It really is. And now we've got something really awesome. It's going to be kicking off tomorrow on 2/2/22. It is a trip for just the two of you going to any Sandals luxury included resort that they have here with airfare provided by American Airlines, your airline to the Caribbean for 4 days and 3 nights. And you get to choose which Sandals you go to. They have one of the Bahamas, Jamaica, Barbados, Grenada, Antigua. So there's so many different options for you to do. What you do, you download the WRMF mobile app and become a registered user for your chance to win. So jump on that. If you want to be off to one of those great Sandals resorts, easy for you to do. It's like a sport for some people. Going online and fighting with people. They just love it. They can't help themselves. Well, we love it because it makes for some great entertaining content to read on the radio. If you ever see one of those great threads breaking out, do a screenshot, send it to us so we can read it here on the KVJ Show. Just send it via mail at kvjshow.com.
I got someone in my personal life. Man, they're just doing it wrong on social media.
Yeah.
I try not to get involved with people's stuff.
Yeah,
Is this one from your personal life?
No, this one's not. But just the fact that you want to stop them, tackle them before they type anything.
Sometimes you can't.
You can't, and I realize that. You know, they're an adult. They gotta do them.
You do you.
But when you see them, just don't bring it up.
And it's weird.
Pretend like it doesn't exist.
Oh, you mentioned it, but when I see them in person, they don't act I don't know.
They don't act like a weepy girl.
And then I start to look back and go, maybe they are.
Yeah, is your true self what you put on social media?
I don't know, dog.
I hope not for some of y'all.
Yeah.
It's got me all kind of confused.
Well, here is a post that Davey put up on the social media platform. He's heartbroken because he's just been dumped, but it's how he got dumped that's got him down and out. So check this out. Thankfully, we got the screenshots before this whole post was deleted. I'm going to be playing the role of Alice. Virginia, you can be Pamela. Bird, you're going to be Monica. And Denny's, I'll let you play the role of Davy, the one who's heartbraken here today.
All right, Davey kicks it
Oh,
off.
you got the starring role.
Oh, yeah, he's a star. He's a
no
star.
pressure.
Feeling it last week. We'll see.
He's a star.
Here comes David. Monica just broke up with me by having her friend do it for her. Hashtag devastated.
Wow.
I never liked Monica. She's not that pretty either. And she needs to lay off the lip injections. You're better off, Davy. Can't make a hoe a housewife.
Here comes Monica. Biatch, my lips are all natural. WTF are you talking about? You look like you got dolled up with prison makeup.
Natural, my ass. I know where you go to get your lips done, so quit lying. I can save you some money, though. I'll just smack you in the lips and get them real nice and plump.
Oh.
Monica, you are such a skank. Davey makes a heartbreaking post, and the only thing you can say for yourself is that your lips are natural. Girl, you need the Lord in your life.
Some of you thirsty bees need to mind your own business. You don't have all the details. Davy, it's cool, but more like a brother, a friend. Stop making me out to be a monster.
Only cowards have their friends break up for them. I mean, how old are you, Monica? You're in your 30s, acting like a high school hoe.
Oh, believe me, Alice, Monica was definitely the easy girl back in high school. She was known as Port St. Lucie's most well-known hoe back in the day, and not much has changed.
Here comes Davey again. Monica definitely gets lip injections, but doesn't want anyone to know that.
Wow.
She also hooked up with her first cousin back in the day. Yeah, she doesn't want anyone to know that either.
Wow. How about that?
Port
Ooh.
St. Lucie,
Man.
bringing the heat.
Get her.
Yeah, who is known as the biggest hoe right now in Port St. Lucie? First names only.
Oh, that is awesome.
Okay. Here's another post that we got. The young kids in this apartment complex are ruining it for all the older folk who live there. Sounds like a Century Village problem. Rita starts off the vent session where others join in on the complaining. I will play the role of the old guy because I am Ned. I'm going to have Virginia play Lou.
No problem.
Jaybird, you're going to be Gloria.
Okay.
And Denny's, I'll have you be Rita. And again, Denny's gets to kick this one off.
Okay, get it, dog.
Yeah.
You crushed it.
All right, here comes Rita. I think some of the younger tenants are peeing in the community pool. Keep an eye out for them. They're ruining the pool experience for everyone.
They're always down there way past pool hours. They leave beer and Taco Bell wrappers all over the place. Now they're peeing in our community pool? This needs to stop now, I tell ya.
There was this one young lady who had both of her buttocks exposed while she was chugging a glass of wine. I love working on my lawn, but how could I trim my bushes with that kind of debauchery going on in my face?
Don't we have rights? We shouldn't just take this line down. We need to report this immediately. Exposed buttocks are not community standards.
And what's with that music? It goes all night long. And it's scary music, too. My cat is so afraid of the songs they play, and to be quite frank, so am I.
I thought I'd give my 2 cents on the matter. I agree with Rita. The music they play frightens me. I asked them to turn it down, and some young lady ran up to me and started dancing on my leg. I kind of like that.
Yeah.
It really raised my heart rate, though.
That's a damn shame, Lou. That's a hard situation to be put in. I'm sorry she did that to you. That can't be great for your heart condition.
What does gilf mean? They start chanting that when I take my Barnaby out for a walk. What does that mean, gilf?
I'm not sure who Gilf is. It's probably some rapper or actor. I just left 3 voicemails to the front office. These kids are going down.
Oh,
Except for the lap dancer. She's not. She's
Yeah.
not. She's good.
Okay. All right. There you go. All right. Thank you very much. Nice job, everybody. Appreciate those when you see them. Again, screenshot them, mail at kvjshow.com. I love this thread that they had on Reddit. Imagine if your city was a person at a party. What would it be doing? Because there's different personalities for every South Florida town, and basically every town in Florida. They're all just so different that I could see this. Now, tell me if you agree with what people are putting. These were the top voted options for each city in Florida. They said, if you're talking about Miami, Miami's stuck in traffic, so it's going to be there by midnight. Then when they arrive, they're going to keep turning the music up while Naples keeps turning the music down. Like, yeah, I could see that.
That's cute.
That sounds about right. Fort Lauderdale is arranging a feng shui beer pong table. Okay. West Palm is wondering when the after party on the yacht is going to be.
Someone was giving me crap going, oh, come on, Bird, when I said Palm Beach Gardens is a drunk soccer mom on a belly full of wine. Palm Beach Gardens is that. I'm telling you.
She loves Pinot Grigio.
She's a great woman.
Yeah.
But she loves her
Lovely.
some wine.
Yeah, she's a great mom, too, but when she tears loose.
She loves to gossip.
Oh, yeah.
She loves to gossip.
She's running the gossip circle over in the corner. She's got it.
The core of it, she's a good woman.
Yes. They say Boca Raton arrived in a white Mercedes, is drinking white Zinfandel, and getting angry because people aren't complimenting her Hermes bag. That sounds like Boca at the party. Delray Beach actually skipped the party because the cool people go to the Ave anyway.
Green Acres, they want to drink some beer and then kick your ass.
Yeah, they love Natty Light.
They love Natty Light. And let's go, hey, we're going to fight, but we'll be better friends for it.
They say Wellington just showed up on her horse and is doing designer drugs with some wannabe island boy.
There's definitely some horse activity going on.
Lake Worth Beach came to the party in tie-dye with a bag of magic mushrooms.
And a storm just hit and your power's out for 13 days.
Oh, yeah. Boynton Beach is smoking crack in the bathroom.
Oh, boy.
Oh, Boynton, come on.
Are they? Boynton
Come
smoking
on.
crack?
I don't know. This is according to Reddit. This is what each Florida town is doing if we had a party.
North Palm Beach is having their dinner at 3 p.m. and then they have to die because they're 98 years old.
Damn.
They say Jupiter shows up in board shorts and flip-flops with a brick of cocaine they just found on the shore while surfing. Okay, sounds about right. Stewart showed up wearing camo from Walmart and won't stop talking about election integrity. Oh, there's so much fun at the party. Port St. Lucie is trying to get some sleep in the bedroom upstairs. Hialeah's in the backyard roasting a whole-ass pig. Key West is sitting out front in a lawn chair drinking beer naked. Okay, that sounds about right.
Yes.
They say Fort Pierce is in the corner eating fish dip but carrying just in case. Tampa thought it was a costume party and dressed like a pirate but brought enough cigars for everybody. Okay. They say Orlando is dancing terribly in the living room. Is Orlando a town of terrible dancers?
Orlando does dance terrible. Okay. And it's got a fanny pack on.
Okay. Daytona Beach just showed up in a Def Leppard denim with beer for the underage kids and winds up fighting a homeless guy out front who called him poor.
It's amazing.
Polk County's outside shooting bullets straight up in the air. That sounds about right. Gainesville and Tallahassee are drunkenly fist fighting in the front yard shirtless to show off their orange and blue, gold, and garnet body paint. Everybody in the room has either taken a side or rolled up their eyes and kept drinking. They say Palm Bay is plowing down Four Loko and doing donuts on their ATVs in their neighbor's yard.
Jensen Beach smoking a lot of weed and wearing Guy Harvey shirts.
Yeah.
Okay. And the Village has just arrived in their blinged out golf carts with margaritas and little blue pills. Okay. There you go.
What are they doing in Tequesta?
Sleeping.
I don't
They're
know.
in Port St. Lucie.
Virginia's she keeps Tequesta up.
You're right.
I'm trying to make Tequesta turn.
Tequesta's calling in complaint calls to 911 on their neighbor.
About me.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's what Tequesta's doing at the party.
You could argue you changed Tequesta, dog.
Mm-hmm. All right. Any other thoughts for your town? You can let us know what they would be doing if we had a whole Florida party. 877-979-WRMF. People are wanting us to post up the list. If your city was a person at a party, what would it be doing? Well,
It's very funny.
yeah, it was. I thought it was pretty spot on too. What they did on that Reddit thread. That'll be up on the KVJ Show Facebook page if you want to check it out.
Does this one for West Palm make sense? It's that guy that is really trying hard to stay sober, and he's trying, but in his heart, and in your heart, it ain't gonna work.
That feels like the Del Rey guy. Yeah, the guy that shows up from Del Rey. You're keeping an eye on him because they say they're sober, but you don't believe it.
Is Del Rey that bad? I'm never
Rehab town, yeah.
I'm never down there.
Oh yeah, you can see it, my friend. Yeah, it's pretty interesting. Somebody else that went in for Lauderhill. I don't spend a lot of time in Lauderhill, but I'll buy it. They say Lauderhill would show up wearing a Fruit of the Loom wife beater and Gucci slides, accompanied by 2 strippers who have an odor. Okay, well, I don't know what that odor would be, but for some reason I can almost picture it, Virginia. Just, yeah. I'm sure there's probably some good ones for Hollywood and Dania Beach and all that too. So if you have any thoughts on that, you can add it to the thread we're going to have on the KVJ Show Facebook page. Got an email here from somebody wanting our thought on this. They say, is my husband's reason for not giving me his phone's access code BS? What are your thoughts? It says, my husband and I have been married for 2 years, and as a gesture of trust, have always shared the security code to get into our phones. Well, recently that has changed. My phone was in another room, and I wanted to check a calendar date on our shared calendar. When I couldn't get in his phone, I asked him what was up. He told me that there was a security breach at work, and he had to change it. He said their IT department is so paranoid that they are not allowed to even give their spouse access to their phones. He did open his phone and encouraged me to check out anything I wanted just to prove that he had nothing to hide. His phone is his own, but he does do all of his work from it. This excuse sounded like total BS to me, but I don't know enough about technology to know if this is a legitimate excuse or not. Has anyone ever heard of this, or is he taking me for a fool and doing something shady on his phone?
I mean, he gave you the phone, though, and said, go through it. He opened it and then handed it to you, so
Yeah.
Also,
he's not hiding
They're
anything.
real squirrely about devices. I know even here at this job, they want to go through my laptop. There's all kind of weird stuff that they want to be involved in. They do get squirrely at work.
Okay.
So I can see some kind of mandate, and he did let her go through it.
Okay.
Now,
All
is the mandate real? That they have to...
I think that's what the question is. Is anybody else had anything like this happen at their work? Because it does sound a little suspicious that, okay, you have to change your code and you can't even share it with your spouse.
Well, maybe that's the rule of the... That's the rule of the work, but no one's going to follow that. He did share it with his spouse. She got into it.
Yeah. A couple texts so far coming in said, that's a legit excuse. My company's security is super serious. And another text said it's common for large companies to have cybersecurity measures in place.
And everyone in the chat room is saying the complete opposite. They're going, he's cheating, he's a liar.
Another text says, my mom's work phone is like that, but she works a government job.
There are some companies do get weird and squirrely about your phone. And I didn't realize that until they wanted to go, or your devices, they wanted to take my laptop at one point. I'm like, what the hell?
No, we can't give up this laptop. The amount of filth on this laptop, just from searches we've done during the show, would bring us all down.
Absolutely.
Well, the thing that gets me here is this one part, and this text says, if it's not a company-issued phone, they can't dictate what you do. And that's what she said in the email. It's his phone, but he does all of his work on it. And that just seems to me like that's... you're overextending your bounds when you're telling me that I've got to change my passcode on my phone and I can't even share it with my spouse. I mean, what are you, James Bond? I don't get that.
I hear you, man.
Yeah. So I guess that's the question. If that is a legit excuse or not, that's what she wants to know. And gosh, this one text, all the texts are saying, yeah, somebody else said it's 100% serious. My husband never shares it with me, but he opens the phone. I can go through it whenever I want. But yeah, that is a legit excuse.
It's so insane to me that everyone texting in is saying it's legit, and everyone in the chat room, just about maybe one person saying it's not. Everyone's saying this guy's cheating. How could it be so off?
I guess we know how people are set differently.
Yeah, the chat room.
Yes. They have a different perspective on the world.
Chat room
apparently.
don't trust.
I think the chat room's got trust issues.
Chat room has been through it. Apparently, they've been cheated on, and they ain't putting up.
I think you're right.
Yeah.
Chat room, y'all need therapy.
I think they're bringing their issues into it.
Y'all bring your baggage. You can't even see.
Because this seems like a great excuse if you are kind of a shady dude and you've got a girl, your wife is like, hey, I want to have your passcode. You're like, oh, I can't work. Blah, blah, blah. This would be a great excuse, and maybe it's a legit excuse. One thing you might be able to know here, if you're like this woman who sent us the email, another person texted in and said, most security controls for mobile device management will require 6 digits. So if his passcode went from 4 to 6, then I'd say it's legit. And this is from somebody who works in cybersecurity.
Interesting.
Yeah, and they said, too, they can absolutely dictate what you do if it's not a company phone, if you have your company email on it, and that contains proprietary info.
Yeah, that's what they were saying about my laptop. I was doing work stuff through my laptop with work emails, so they thought they had the right. But I think the company that wanted that laptop, we're no longer with them, so thank God.
Yeah, because when I read this at first, I was like, girl, I was like the chat room. I'm like, I don't know. It sounds to me like he's getting shady and he's cheating on you, but there's a lot of people backing it up.
I want to stick up for the chat room. The chat room's been hurt.
The chat room is damaged.
They've been hurt.
Y'all need to go talk to somebody about y'all pain.
The heartbreak room.
If you want to feel good about love, don't go in the chat room.
Oh, love is dead in the chat room. But that you can look at his phone, and if his code was 4 digits and now it's 6,
Yeah.
you can see that without even putting any code in. You can see how many numbers it takes.
That feels like, yeah.
So go
Okay.
see if that happened. If it went from 4 to 6, then he might be telling the truth.
Then that seems like slam dunk legit.
Unless you ask the chat room.
Chat room thinks off with his head.
Oh, he's poking so many girls at work.
Do we need to do a poll? How many of you are divorced in the chat room?
I'm starting to feel like maybe that's what the chat room is. Everyone divorced and bitter in the chat room. I gotta stop reading the chat room.
So as soon as you put up a poll, are you divorced and bitter? Yes or no?
Well, they don't let you in unless you answer a question.
Well, there's-
Are you angry and sad?
There's always fighting going on in there. I think I gotta get out, man.
It's too dark in there.
I don't know. You hate marriage too. Maybe you belong in the chat room.
But did the chat
You be
room?
the moderator.
Did they sway me in?
They did do a poll. Should your significant other have the password to your phone? Virginia, what about you and Panda? Does he have the password? Could he pick up your phone and get access to it if he wanted to?
Yes, he could get
Okay.
access to mine, but I don't know his. He's a little weird about that. Like,
Really?
he won't get on Life 360 with
Okay.
me and Mags and Rocco. He doesn't like to share his location.
How does that make you feel?
A little suspect. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay.
He's just trying to get away from you.
I get it.
You
Yeah.
can only go so far on a bicycle.
I don't know. He went all the way from Tequesta to your house.
And my man was spent, dog. He was
Tiring, huh?
That's
That's a long ride.
That's
It's like 80 miles.
That's a long ride in a car.
Yeah.
Let alone a bike.
I get tired driving that.
Oh my God. That's a man working off some emotion right
Yeah. So they said, should your significant other have the password to your phone? 45% say to keep it private. 31% said yes, your significant other should have the password to your phone. 25% were wishy-washy and weren't sure. But they say the people who are most suspect, men and people under the age of 35, were more likely to say to keep it private. So that's who doesn't like sharing it.
I would not want to know my mate's password.
You wouldn't want to know it?
No,
Would you share yours?
Everyone knows what it is. It's my favorite number. It's 17, 17, 17.
So you got the 6-digit.
I do, but they gave that to me.
Okay.
That's my my new phone came with 6 digits.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah,
Mine's 4, thank God.
Mine's 6 too.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Y'all got them fancy phones.
No, mine's not even the newest one.
Huh.
Yeah, what are you doing, Ralston?
I think
Why do
I
you have an old phone from 8 years ago?
I have my phone set to simpleton. I'm a guy that's not smart enough for a 6 code.
Believe me, I don't want 6 code. It's too much. It's too big.
Yeah. That is a lot. Okay, well, interesting thoughts and perspective. Thank you very much. Got any thoughts on this? You can always give us what you got to say. 877-979-WRMF. Call, text, or if you're bitter and divorced, jump in the KVJ TV chat room on YouTube right now. Just look for the KVJ Show. I don't know if you knew this, but today is Change Your Password Day. So I guess that all kind of works out, right?
No way.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, I hate changing my password.
I do too, because then I can't remember what I changed it to.
I'm not lying to you. Still, my base password for everything is one I've had for 25 years.
That's crazy. I got to change my password. I got to change my phone number.
You need to change that sweater.
Whatever, man. This is such a nice sweater. My sister got this for me. It's a Bigfoot sweater.
Oh,
imagine that.
Virginia's a little
wearing,
troll job over there.
And wearing all black.
I'm wearing a KVJ shirt. I'm repping. Check it out.
Oh, that's really bling. That's nice.
She's promoting us, but yet she's still annoying. Check it out.
Yeah. Is that something people can buy, or is that a Virginia exclusive?
Well, one of our good listener friends, Sarah Brown, made this for me.
Okay.
And I don't think you can buy it, but I'll sell you this one for $50.
Okay.
So, way to not answer Kevin's question and only breed a little bit more confusion.
I think she just made this. And
Okay, that's
was
it.
being a sweetie.
That's a one-off.
And stop offering your clothing up that you've worn, because some weirdo up north, you know what I'm talking about, probably in Fort Pierce. Hey, Virginia, can I buy that shirt off of you?
No, I'm officially out of the panty selling business.
And why'd
you get out?
Because Jay Bird was right.
Imagine
happened?
that.
It turned weird.
How? What happened?
Well, these people that wanted to buy the panties all of a sudden became real needy and had all these questions. And then there was all this like sidebar stuff going on with the panties. Like they also want to be your friend and get your panties. And I don't have time for that.
Oh, so they thought it was an opening to strike up a
weird
relationship
friendship.
with you, and they were going to get invited to your next crawfish boil.
But they were asking weird questions, and
like, give me an example. In what path?
they were
I
saying
mean, they're already trying to buy your panties, so I can only imagine.
they wanted photos of the panties, and they wanted me to put my panties on the bed and take photos of my panties on my bed. And they had questions about the colors, and they had questions, like just weird questions.
So I'm shocked.
When was the last time I wore those?
I'm
And
shocked that this whole
Yeah.
thing turned weird and it turned south on you.
You called it. Jay Bird said, you think you're talking to a girl, but you're not. You're talking to a guy.
Yeah.
I think he was right.
Well, even if
that
you're-
person that was pretending to be a girl, I think it was a guy. I was duped.
Even if not that, even if it's just a guy being straightforward with you, it's going to turn weird. You're in a world of you're selling your panties to people.
I'm out of
Yeah.
the business. I'm retired.
How many pairs did you sell, and how much you make?
I want to say I made like $700. and-
Dang.
yeah, so
Dude, I get weird questions and get no money. I don't know how I get paid for this.
I sold some shoes too to another weirdo.
Shoes?
Yes.
What kind of shoes?
Used
Like
shoes.
sneakers or like nice dress shoes?
Nope, he wanted wedges and heels that had been worn.
Oh,
He
man.
wanted them to have a little stank on them.
I told you when you fly real close to that weird sun,
Yeah.
you're gonna eventually get burned, and you did.
And you did.
I'm out of the business.
And you're lucky it just turned. You're lucky that's all that happened. Honestly.
Well, I'm getting out before something weird happens.
But she, honestly, the witch knew it was a weird, seedy world. She wanted that green, y'all.
I wanted a little
Yeah.
Christmas cash, and I got it.
She did get it. She got $700.
I showed you my Cash App.
Oh, I believe you're not
I was
lying.
not
Yeah.
lying. I made money off of Cash App and eBay.
No.
I had multiple markets going,
Yeah, you're working it.
You could make a lot of money doing if you wanted to.
but I can't. I just can't. It got so weird. And I felt like if you open the door to that and you invite these people into your inner circle and start answering all their weird questions, like, I don't know. I don't want somebody to have that much access.
But if you need some money, what would it take for you to get back in the game?
Probably 500.
So you would go back. It's just you got what you needed. You got some quick cash. You dip before it got too weird.
Maybe
but
right before I go out of town for Mardi Gras when I can use a little cash infusion.
Yeah.
Imagine that it turned weird.
He was right. Jay Bird called it. All the things that you said came true.
You knew this was going to turn weird. Deep down, you knew.
I didn't. I was like, well, maybe it's a girl I'm talking to. Her name is
Get
Christina.
outta here.
She had a profile pic. It was the ocean.
Oh, God, that was it? There's no picture of her in there?
Not a one.
Just the ocean?
Just the ocean.
Oh, you know that's a sign right there.
It's some guy.
You can tell so much about a person by their profile pic.
I don't trust anybody that's got a rainbow with a cat down there and a dog in the back. If there's no person in the profile pic, something's going on
I get
there.
suspect too. Yeah, I know that's probably terrible to say, but if you don't have you in your profile pic, I'm like,
Or just
Why?
a pyramid or something, or just like an eyeball. I'm not trusting it.
yeah.
What are the secrets you're keeping over there?
I noticed too, if you just have a flower for a profile,
Yeah.
girl, you got issues.
I need to do that. I need to go on and find profile pics that people are using and then kind of put together a description of who that person is like and see if you guys can match up.
Beware of the person with just a flower profile.
She's unhinged.
If it's even who knows who it is?
It's a he pretending to be a she.
What profile photo is the biggest red flag?
The car backed into a parking spot with just the front of it.
Truck.
Backed
Yeah.
in truck. I'm not saying
Backed in
'cause
truck.
Every time we talk about this, people that back in their car get really mad. I'm just
I know
saying.
they're going to be aggressive. The people that yell at us and come at us the hardest always have a truck in the profile
As
picture.
soon as I see a comment that goes, "Oh, damn, that's a little harsh. That was really negative and mean," I'll look at it. That
It is.
SOB has got a truck backed into a parking spot.
There's a type.
9 out of 10 times.
I'm telling
On
you.
the back of that truck is a sticker of somebody peeing on something else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's that Ford Chevy
Yes.
fight that goes on that you only get if you really care about trucks that much. Yeah, that's interesting. Check it out today. You'll see what we're talking about.
It's the KVJ dirt of the day. It's the KVJ dirt of the day. Virginia, take it away. Cause you know we need that dirt of the day.
A heartbreaking story. I was looking at the details about out of New York City, where a former Miss USA pageant winner jumped from her New York City apartment building. Chesley Christ, who is beautiful and just amazing. If you listen to her talk, and she was an attorney, she was a pageant winner. I mean, she had so much going for her.
She was a correspondent on Extra, too.
Yeah. This girl, she lived on the 9th floor of one of those high-rise buildings on 42nd Street in Midtown Manhattan. She went up to the 23rd or the 29th floor terrace of the building and I guess jumped and had it all planned and knew that she wanted to commit suicide. She left a note telling her mom that all of her belongings now were going to her. I mean, it's just so heartbreaking.
Yeah, it really is. And it goes to show you there's not really a face or a type when it comes to suicide.
There's not. And depression is real.
Yeah.
And if you see somebody going through it, man, do anything you can because it can touch anybody. If it can take her, it can get any of us. I mean, this girl looked like she had everything to live for.
Absolutely. Yep.
Oh, heartbreaking. In other news, it looks like the Astroworld lawsuits against Travis Scott are all piling into one mega lawsuit.
Mega lawsuit.
It'll be 387 separate lawsuits that are now all combined into one.
Okay.
With nearly $3 billion at stake.
Is that with that's with a B? Is that right? Or is that an
That's
M?
with a B.
Oh, shoot.
Yeah, they're saying that Live Nation and Travis Scott were negligent and they want to get them to pay. So this will be interesting to see. I guess the lawyers know what they're doing. And maybe if you get it all together in one big lawsuit, it's more effective than having a bunch of little ones. I don't know. Maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
So that is what's going on in your dirt.
All righty. Thank you very much, Virginia. All right, another fun round to do a bitch is on deck here. And I believe the punishment that we've got going today is going to be from something we've been talking about going into the end of last week, and that was the Pillow Fight World Championship. They had at Miami Lakes over the weekend. So what we're going to be doing today is we're going to be having a little bit of a pillow fight. So that's kind of what the name of the game is today for the punishment for the losing team.
We got pillows?
Mm-hmm.
We do. So is the winning team is going to be hitting the losing team with pillows?
Yeah, you get a 30-second pillow ass whooping.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I kind of want to be on Virginia's team because I can't bear the witch beating me down with a pillow.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. It could happen.
This is personal.
Okay. Let's go on ahead. Suits is in there to draw who his partner is going to be. Let's see what Suits has got here.
All right. My partner for today is Jaybird.
Okay.
Snoots.
I'm actually relieved because I feel like, Bird, you're going to swing hard with a pillow. I want to be on your team.
Yeah.
Oh, whether you win or lose.
Snoots, we cannot lose this thing. I cannot lose to the witch.
No.
Oh my God.
It's
Oh,
not the
my
one to
gosh.
lose. Not the one to lose. Okay.
Oh, gosh.
What do you think about the gambler for your team, Jay Bird? Who's it going to be, you or Suits?
Suits, I'm going to gamble this time if that's cool because I have been the person giving the examples the last 2 times, and it's been miserable.
Okay.
That works for me.
Okay, so you're the
gambler.
Okay. Virginia, what about with you and Denny's? Who wants to be the gambler on your team?
What do you think, Big D?
I'll do Virginia's choice. I'll land on either because I kind of bounce back and forth all the time.
Okay.
I've been the gambler a few times in a row. I mean, it's up to you. If you want me to
Okay.
gamble, I'll gamble.
All right.
If you want me to. What do you think of me?
I don't know.
Okay,
This
Denny's
is
will be the
big.
gambler.
All right. Kevin has decided.
Trying to cut this down to under 20 minutes. Okay, so we got the teams and we know who the gambler is, and now, y'all, it is time to play Do It, Bitch.
Listen up, y'all, cause here's the sitch. It's time for another round of Do It, Bitch. 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 Do it. Do it. Do it, bitch. Do it, bitch.
All right, here we go. All right, we're starting off with Team Jay Bird and Suits.
Oh,
And the first topic that we have here is war movies. War movies. Okay, Jay Bird, how many war movies can Suits name in 10 seconds?
Suits can name 2.
Suits can name 2. Okay, that's where we're starting. Denny's, how many can Virginia name?
Virginia can name 3.
3. Okay, Jay Bird, what do you think?
Suits can name 4.
Okay, we're at 4. Denny's?
I'm just thinking. Gosh, I don't want to get hit with a pillow in my face. Oh gosh, because I don't think Suits could do 6. I'm hoping Virginia could do 5. I'm gonna say, do it, bitch.
Okay. So it's in
4.
Suits' corner right now. He's got to name 4 war movies in 10 seconds. Suits, your time begins now.
Dogs of War, MASH, Saving Private Ryan, Inglourious Bastards.
We're going to give him 4.
Oh, he got that.
Gotta give him
Glorious
4.
Bastards.
Yeah.
I've never heard of any of those movies.
Wow.
I knew that'd be a tough one for
That's a
you.
tough
Wow.
Gosh, that's hard.
The kid.
Okay.
Oh, my God.
That a boy.
Throwing in that MASH movie.
Oof, okay.
Luckily, they made that.
MASH was a TV show.
They made a movie.
They made one movie, and I can't believe
They
you
made a
named it.
movie.
It's news to me.
Can't believe you listed that.
Dang, he delivered.
God.
You guys get the first point in a best of 5. Okay, next round we go to Virginia and Denny's, and the topic is foreign currency. Foreign currency, types of foreign currency is what we're looking for here. In the U.S., we have the dollar,
Yes.
for instance. Okay, so Denny's, how many different types of foreign currency can Virginia name in 10 seconds?
I bet you Virginia could do 5.
5, okay, strong number. Jaybird, what do you think there? You're the gambler. You're calling the shots. Can Suits do 6, or are you calling them out?
Do it, bitch.
Okay. 5 different types of foreign currency in 10 seconds. Virginia, your time begins now.
Yen, peso, euro, rubly,
Oh, it's so hard. so hard. I was listening for a pound, a
Man.
Pound.
Yeah, Ruby, it's Ruby.
Rupee.
Mark, shekel.
Mark
Oh
and
my
shekel.
gosh.
That's hard though. That's so
That
hard.
is a tough
I know
one.
Suits is worldly though.
I know.
He would definitely get that.
That global cruising little twink.
Yeah, he knows all those.
He does. He's been everywhere.
What did you
Wow.
call
A
it?
twink.
I thought so.
A twink? A twink?
That's what you said.
Twink?
He's so young and I don't know.
Yeah, you're just wrong on so many levels.
Wow.
I'm twisted.
Are we going to go with a quick sweep?
Oh gosh. No, I hope it comes down to the wire.
It could be a quick sweep here if Virginia and Denny's don't get a point and do it, bitch. All right.
Oh gosh, Bird's gonna hit so hard with that pillow.
Yeah, he is.
He's vicious.
He's super
Yeah, he
vicious.
is.
And he's mad because I've been making fun of his sweater all morning.
Oh, yeah.
He's got an
wound tight.
axe to grind.
I might have some baggage with this one.
Oh,
Damn it.
gosh.
Okay, here we go. It is back in Jaybird and Suits' corner. The next topic is fictional teenagers. Fictional teenagers. How many do you think that you can name? This would be books, TV shows, movies,
such a
but
fun
they are not real people. Fictional teenagers.
Such a fun topic.
That is a funny one.
Okay. All right. What do you think, Jaybird? How many can Suits name in 10 seconds?
We're going to start off Sweet Suits with 3.
3. Okay. Denny's, what do you think about with Virginia?
Oh gosh, fictional teens. Let's see. Fictional teens. Oh gosh, I'm gonna say Virginia can do 4.
Okay. Jaybird, what do you think about with Suits?
Suits can definitely do 5.
Suits can definitely do 5. Denny's?
Gosh,
Can Virginia do 6?
I don't know.
Or you want to call them out?
Damn it.
That's a tough one.
5.
On this.
Do it, Suits. Let's. I just
Okay.
gotta see.
Wow.
5 fictional teenagers in 10
That's so
seconds.
hard.
Suits, your time begins now.
Chris Griffin, Meg Griffin, Harry Potter, Hermione Granger, Ron Weasley. You've got Steve Smith. You've got
Are we counting all the Harry Potter kids?
They're fictional
they're all
teenagers.
teenagers.
Who are the Smiths?
That didn't count.
That's American
the
Dad.
American Dad family.
They're
His son is a
teenagers, right?
teenager.
So you said Chris and Meg. I definitely got, and you got the 3 Harry
that's
Potter
Family Guy.
characters. That's
That'd
what we're
be
going
5.
with. We're going with all 3 main characters of Harry Potter.
It's a sweep.
Oh god.
Hey, can I use your broom, Virginia? I got to do some sweeping around here.
Oh, man. That
He's
is
so cocky.
it's so
3
rough.
up and 3 down. Just like that. It is over, y'all.
So, yeah.
Oh.
I'm not gonna lie, I feel alive. Go chase this feeling.
Jeez. Woo-hee.
Are we using dirty pillows from your house?
I changed the pillowcases for you guys, so there's no cat fur on them, but they're
Yeah.
guest room pillows.
We took the pillow out. We
man,
put
oh, man.
rocks in there.
Wow. Oh, baby, here we go. Time to pay off that punishment and do it, bitch. You had Team Jaybird and Suits today, and they picked up the win. In fact, a sweep over Virginia and Denny's.
We are the team known as the Pillow Pounders.
I'm
Yeah?
not sanctioning that name.
You pound pillows? Did you
are
do
the-
that in high school, too?
We are the Pillow Pounders. They lost.
Well, we know what you used to do to sofas back in the day. So
Yeah.
have you just graduated to pounding pillows?
Someone's awfully talkative who's getting ready to walk that green mile. Am I right, Kevin?
Yeah.
Awfully talkative. We got to have Suits hit you only because I would literally kill you.
Yeah. All that aggression and all those comments would come flooding back.
But also, too,
Yeah.
I think I attack the pillow fighting a little bit harsher than our Sweet Suits does.
It's a safe bet.
Suits, I have this for you. I just wanted to give you. I just like to give you cash whenever I can.
Oh, nice.
Because
There you
I
go.
just
Nice of you.
I like to give you money.
Yeah.
So
The crowd will hate you if you lay up.
Oh, I'm just taking the cash. Don't worry.
Okay. All right, well, this is a 30-second pillow fight ass whooping is what you're doing here. So pillow pounding for 30 seconds is what you got. You can duck and cover if need be. Do what you got to do.
Where's that Sweet Denny's at?
He's
Is he
coming
hot?
in here.
He's running.
He's
shaking
coming in
back
here.
there.
he's running.
Yeah, just
He's smart.
cover yourself up well. Protect yourself here. The World Pillow Fighting Championships happened over the weekend in South Florida.
Question. I'm attacking Denny's, Suits is attacking Virginia, and we go full gorilla for 30 seconds.
30 seconds is what you got. Yep. Okay. On your mark, get set, and go. Okay. Suits is actually putting in a little bit of a pounding to Virginia. Jaybird has hit Denny so hard with his pillow that the pillow casing came off of it. And wow, Jaybird is going headshots all on Denny's. Suits is kind of going lightly at Virginia's back and stomach, not so much at the head. But boy, Jaybird looks like he's trying to kill poor sweet Denny's. Okay, 4, 3, 2, 1, done. It's over. Okay. All right. Wow. Look at that. Jaybird put so much into it. It looks like he got beat with the pillow. Wow. How about that?
You guys okay?
You guys good?
Boy, Denny's, are you all right? You took a heck of a pounding there for a full 30 seconds.
I must have ate 8 of those big hits to it was like
I saw
haymakers.
that. It was just one after another.
That's why I put on safety
Looks
goggles.
like poor Denny's eyes are swollen.
Oh, man.
Yeah, it's the weed.
Yeah. Okay, good. I was worried he was hurt. Okay, there you go. Fun stuff, and you can always watch on KVJ TV. Go to YouTube.
All of these people in my life acting berserk. I'm feeling all pissed off and hurt. I need to know if I am the jerk. Oh, am I the jerk? Oh.
Okay, got your emails here today. This one's saying, am I the jerk for not kissing my nephew on the lips? It says, my brother has the cutest kids, a 6-year-old boy, 2-year-old girl. They're both very personable and lively, like their mother. But they have also picked up another trait from her that makes me very uncomfortable. They like to kiss on the lips.
Some people don't like that, especially if you're talking about a germy kid.
Most people, I would say, don't like that.
Yeah.
Most, I would say, aren't going to jive with that.
Yeah, unless this kid lives in your house, it's weird that the kid wants to kiss you on the lips.
I said they kissed my brother on the lips and, of course, his wife. Well, over the weekend, my 6-year-old nephew came up and tried to kiss me on the lips. I turned him away and I said, oh, no. We don't do that here. He's like, why? I said, well, it's just not appropriate to kiss adults who aren't your parents on the lips. But apparently this statement devolved into about 10 more rapid-fire questions from the kid. I tried answering them as best as I could, but when I got a call from my brother later that night, it became obvious that I didn't explain myself correctly.
Oh, boy.
Apparently, the 6-year-old now won't kiss his mommy on the lips because I said it was, quote, weird. I'm not sure if I even said weird, but that's how the kid heard it. Now I have apparently ruined my brother's family because their son is now not the kind of affectionate kid that they want him to be. Even my wife thinks I overstepped my bounds, but what was I supposed to do? Let the kid kiss me on the lips and then not say anything about it? Am I the jerk?
This is a mess.
This is a mess. Kid, no, don't kiss me on the lips. What's wrong with you? He may have said something like that, and all you have to do is, what's wrong with you? And the kid's like,
Mommy, what's wrong with me when I try to kiss my uncle on the lips? He said there was something wrong with me. Is that wrong, Mommy?
So apparently this has gone on now. Is he a jerk for this? Because I don't know how you would get out of this.
You're not a jerk, but, it does kind of just stink that now the kid thinks he's doing something wrong. You never want a kid to feel bad about being affectionate to the kid's own parents, but just maybe the clarity in breaking it down didn't get through to the kid.
Right.
We kiss mommy and daddy like that, but that's it. We don't kiss other people in the family.
It doesn't sound like you tried to be a jerk.
No.
I hope that they could say, look, I'm not comfortable with it. You do what you want to do with your kids. If y'all want to make out, tongue kiss, I don't care. That's your family.
If you want to tongue kiss your kid, you got a different problem.
Look, I'm a dude I'm single. I'm by myself. If some kid wants to kiss me on the lips, I'm like, kid, no, please stop. No. I would be weirded out.
But Uncle Jaybird.
I would try to handle it to where I don't freak the kid out.
affection.
But I would just tell the parents, guys, come on, what are you doing?
I can't make out with your 6-year-old.
Well, it's kind of like when we're at a drinking event and I'm hammered and go, Bird, hold my newborn baby. I want to take a picture. I'm like, no, I don't want to do this. Please, no. I love babies, but not when I'm hammered.
Okay. Got another nephew problem here. It says, am I the jerk for expecting money for my nephew's piano lessons? Says here, I'm a piano teacher and I'm struggling to make ends meet. I've been teaching my nephew for free for the last 2 years, and it's taken up a lot of my time, but he is my nephew, so of course I wanted to help him. Well, recently, after getting a couple other appointments and my time getting tighter, I asked my sister if she could at least throw me $40 a session. I work with him for an hour a lesson 3 times a week. I typically charge $80 for an hour-long lesson and $45 for 30 minutes. So my nephew is getting $240 worth of free lessons from me every single week. I'm giving my sister a discount of over 50%. My sister has even recruited my mother now to her side, and no one seems to understand why I would charge family for piano lessons. Am I the jerk for asking for any money at all?
No.
No, I don't think you're a jerk. I get what you're doing, though. I mean, 3 times a week, that's a lot of time commitment. I think what you need to say to your sister is, look, I'm cutting this back to once a week. Yeah, I'll keep doing it for free, but I'm sorry. I don't have 3 days a week anymore. I have to go recruit new paying students so I can pay my bills. I got to eat.
There's a type of person that thinks, especially if it's stuff in the creative arts field, that it's not tangible. You're not able to put a price on that. You know, like for example, Denny's wife, she makes ceramics. I would never want something for free. You got to throw people money for their services and their crafts if it's good. She sounds like a good piano teacher, and she's giving you a deal.
Right.
Yeah, I get that it's family, but if she's really struggling, she's taking up that much time. If everyone's hashtag be cool, you throw your sister some money.
Yeah, nobody's saying that you're the jerk for expecting to be paid for that, especially because you would be losing money if you turned down a paying client to give your nephew 3 hours worth of piano lessons every single week.
3 times a week is a lot.
It is, yeah.
Rocco goes to music lessons twice a week, and I feel like that's a lot.
Yeah.
So 3 times a week, I mean, that's just, wow.
Yeah.
Well, that kid's getting after it, but that means the kid's good. That means the teacher's good. You don't have someone go there for 3 times a week if it's a waste of time.
Right.
So he's getting it done.
Yeah. Another email here says, am I the jerk for telling my girlfriend to stop flirting with her clients? My girlfriend's a realtor and is making a good bit of money doing it. Being social is a big part of her job. On a few occasions, we have run into prospective clients of hers. They were all men, and I couldn't help notice just how flirty she was. And this was right in front of me. When I called her on it, she said it was just part of the job. Is it? I don't think her behavior is necessary, and I'd actually say that it's unprofessional and comes off as desperate. I'm not sure that she's ever closed a deal with a straight female. I told her that if she were actually good at her job, she wouldn't have to use sex to get a sale. She said that was a real a-hole comment to make. Am I wrong? Am I the jerk?
I mean, I've talked to real estate chicks about this, and they say they do flirt.
Bottom line is this, okay? She's doing something. Look, if anyone says sex doesn't work and sex appeal doesn't work to a certain type of clientele, you're living in la la land. It absolutely does. You're going to get rich guys if she's attractive and she's flirting. Here's the problem.
Yeah.
There's some people that can stay with that woman because they are able to handle that.
Yeah.
He doesn't have the right temperament for the trade when it comes to what she's doing. I wouldn't like that either. I don't think you have to be flirty in your business, but I also know some people do it and it's effective.
Is his comment kind of jerky? Because he says, if you were good at your job...
Yes, that's a jerky comment.
Yeah. If you're good at your job, you wouldn't have to use sex to sell.
Because technically she is good at her job.
And she is using that to sell more. And so technically she's figured out a little niche.
This is such a matter of the heart type of issue where you guys are so on different pages. Because you're not asking her how to change how she does her gig. And if she's not a cheater and that's just how she does her gig, she's not going to want to change that just because you're insecure about that. But I also can see on his end going, these dudes want to sleep with my woman. I'm insecure about that. They've got money. I get both sides of this.
Yeah.
You guys don't have the right, you guys aren't the best fit for each other.
There's more breakup than it is, am I the jerk? But your comment, I guess, we're cutting to it. It is jerky to say that.
Break up, but I think I'm the jerk. So I can kind of marry the whole bit.
And I mean, if she's flirting with them in front of you, she's not trying to keep it a secret.
Yeah.
You can be happy about that. Like, she's not changing her behavior.
Yeah, that's why I would say, just why do you have a hard time with this?
Let her flirt a little bit.
Right. If she was doing it behind her back and you walked in, you'd be like, oh, and she acts all weird and different, then I would feel odd about the situation, but the fact that she's just doing it, that's just how her demeanor with her clients, and it's effective, and she's good, and she's making a ton of money because of
You
it.
see the same thing in the bartending world where somebody
Yeah.
will be flirty with clientele because they get more tips and their mate isn't happy with that. You guys are going to struggle being together because you guys
Yeah.
are set differently.
Right.
And I'm not saying one's right and one's wrong. You're just set differently.
Yeah, it's what she does. It's a tool of her trade. And Trinity text this into us, want to know, am I the jerk for calling this person out? She says, am I the jerk for calling people out if I or someone else holds a door open for someone and the person doesn't say thank you? I just did it and got a dirty look. So she holds the door open and they just walk right in. She's like, oh, maybe a thank you would be awesome. And they're like, eh.
Because first, the person that doesn't say thank you, they're not going to get the shaming anyway. It's going to turn negative no matter what. You didn't say thank you for opening. You're taking your good gesture. Now you're just kind of...
Just hold the door for people, regardless of what their response is. And then go about your day and don't think
Yeah.
of it ever again.
Yeah, right.
Because it doesn't matter.
You do good things because it's just the right thing to do. You don't do it for the response you get from somebody.
Exactly.
Technically, you're supposed to do things not to get credit for. You're
Yeah.
supposed to
Not
do it
doing
because
it
you're
for them.
spiritually on the right path.
You're doing it for you.
Right. I get why you'd be like a little miff, but just don't do it for that reason.
But I also think people who don't say thank you or get offended because you're opening up a door, it's not because we think it's a man's world and we are. No, sometimes people just are polite and they want to open up a door for people.
Those people don't even deserve a second thought. You just keep on walking.
Keep swimming.
All right, well, if you want to know if you're the jerk for something you have done or if you've been called that, you can send us an email, mail at kvjshow.com. Even text them into 877-979-WRMF.
Ow! There's a lot of dumbass criminals to talk about, baby. It's the whacked out news. People breaking the law. Ha ha, fighting in the nude. Ha, drunk people pooping in the street. Ha ha, it's the whacked out news. So many people on meth.
Ow!
I just want to warn you, keep an eye out for 45-year-old Demetric Psych Sanders if you're in the Miami area.
Is his middle name Psych?
Oh, that's his well-earned nickname, Virginia.
Street name?
Look at his eyes and you'll see why they call him Psych.
I was going to say, I think it's for psycho.
Yeah, yeah, that's kind of it. Well, they just got old Psych. He was arrested for attempted murder after he attacked a man with a machete before biting him in the face.
Oh, my.
I mean, that sounds like a Mad Lib. I get that it's
Yeah.
the whacked out news,
Right.
but even for the whacked out
Machete,
news, that's a bit strong.
face biting, Psych. Yeah,
I mean, Psych just wins at all costs.
You got to see the mugshot because Psych does not disappoint. You knew.
Yeah.
You can tell Psych was having an off day.
So there's this guy, he's just waiting for a ride to work, and old Psych comes traipsing up and asks him for some money. This is in the West Little River neighborhood in Miami-Dade. It's about 8:30 in the morning, so you really don't think he's going to be going on too squirrely at 8:30.
Right, unless Psych has been up all night.
Maybe.
Oh, it's a possibility?
Yeah, probably. So the guy's like, no, I'm not going to give you money, Psych. That's when Psych started hitting him with a broomstick.
Oh, boy.
Then the guy starts defending himself, and Psych's like, well, I need something better than that. So he pulls out a machete from his waistband.
Oh, my.
When your name is Psych, you travel with a machete in your waistband.
Y'all, be careful with somebody who carries around with a machete.
The victim, only known as Donald, received a large laceration on the top of his head and in his rib cage area, as well as several abrasions across his body. He got a Psych beatdown.
Oh, my gosh.
And then Psych also took his phone and $350 from him. He said, oh, yeah, I'm going to get that money after all.
It's just weird. Of course, not everyone with a machete is, crazy. But I knew 3 people back in Lake Park that all had machetes. And let me just say, they were all off.
I have a machete.
You're off, dog. You are off. You're proving my point. Exhibit A, Your Honor.
Yeah. Fits the code. There's a man from Florida that's behind bars after allegedly battering a woman with hot ramen noodles.
Ooh.
He also hit her with the hot pot. Apparently, they're arguing over whether or not the guy's dog should be allowed on the bed.
Could ramen noodles do a lot of damage?
Yeah.
Scalding hot.
I mean, if they're in boiling water, yes.
Well, the pot, too.
The boiling water.
Not just the pot. I'm saying just the noodle. You take it out. It's a little damp with the water. Is it enough to really do damage if you take a handful of ramen noodles and throw them at you?
No, I think it'd be kind of fun.
Yeah. Gina's going to enjoy herself.
Look, girl, I am in.
The cooled noodle? I mean, once it hits the air and starts flying towards you, I don't feel like it's going to be hot enough to hurt. If it came with the boiling water, then it could hurt.
Agree, and I also think at this point now, a regular noodle compared to like the hard noodle when it's not boiled, that would do more. You could probably cut the skin with that.
Oh, definitely. The hard ramen could hurt.
Yeah. Other random crazy crimes. There's an unidentified driver that hit a man with a dumbbell while he was walking his dog along a road in Wisconsin last Thursday.
Dang.
I mean, Wisconsin? This is what we're doing? Dumbbell to the head, just walking my dog? What the heck, man?
That's
To
horrifying.
me, that's attempted murder.
It is.
If you throw a dumbbell at my head, I am assuming you're trying to kill me.
That's just crazy what's going on here. They say up to 20,000 people near San Francisco couldn't watch the 49ers game on Sunday because some idiot with a gun fired a bunch of shots in the air from his car and one of the bullets severed a Comcast cable. Dang.
That's not cool.
Oh, I mean, they're hoping to go to the Super Bowl? Come on, man. A mother of 4 from New Orleans has now created a magnet for you to put on your car that says, "Don't carjack me, kids inside."
I saw this. So, yeah, a podcast I listened to out of New Orleans. This dude's wife has it, and it's a real issue. Carjacking is a real
What?
issue.
What's going on with your hometown, Virginia?
I told you, the crime is bad right now.
It's kind of the same situation, you know, even if you don't have a security system at your house, you put that fake-ass sticker on there. Oh, I'm not going to rob this place. They've got a security system. Or beware of dogs, plural. Get that
okay.
stuff, you know. I think it does kind of
Deter you.
Yeah.
You're trying
Yeah.
to play on the humanity of the person and say, "Oh, I'll carjack the next ride because they don't have a kid in it."
Well, the kid creates problems for the carjacker because now it's going up to a much more serious crime of felony kidnapping on top of carjacking.
Problem is, though, some look at it as a problem, some see it as collateral.
I don't know. Most of them usually dump the kid, and it's all like they don't want the kid; they want the
No.
car.
Yeah.
All right, well, fine. You win the debate. You win.
Florida's come out with their list of rejected personalized license plate requests. Can you see why they rejected these? Here's one that they would not allow on the back of somebody's car. Forever 69. 69 LOL.
I'm seeing a theme here.
0 RDGY. 0 RDGY.
Zero.
0 RDGY. The 0 looks like an O.
Oh,
RDGY.
Oh, ready. Oh. Wait, say it again?
Oh boy.
Oh, boy.
Oh boy.
We got to write this one down, Kevin.
Yeah, say that again. You're going too fast, Ralston. What do you got?
0 RDGY.
Oh, okay.
What we got there?
Orgy.
Yeah. There you go.
We had to write it because we couldn't see it in our mind's eye.
I thought it was, ready?
And he was.
You got to be ready for an orgy.
Another one that was rejected, BCKTFUP. P, sorry.
Wait.
BCKTFUP. BCKTFUP.
Back the
bleep up. Yep. Another one was rejected was fart with 3 A's. Or I fart also was denied by the state of Florida for a personalized license plate.
Really? You can't get I fart?
No, couldn't do I fart.
Don't we all need a little goofiness in our life?
Yeah, I mean, what's the problem with that? Come on.
But I guess if you let the fart in, what's next? Oh, wow.
You let the fart in, then the orgy has to come too.
Oh,
Yeah.
poop. Oh, we got to do poop now. I hear you.
Another one didn't make it was WHTRA5H. Would have been looking like white trash. That one got denied. M3TH.
M3T. Meth?
Yeah, basically looks like meth with the E backwards. Drug Man and T. Bundy also.
Ted Bundy.
Yeah,
Wow.
denied by the state of Florida. Crazy stuff, huh? Hey, how about this? They say a bolt of lightning stretched nearly 500 miles across 3 U.S. states. It's now the world record for the longest flash of lightning.
One went 3 states?
477 miles across Texas, Louisiana, and Mississippi in April 2020.
Holy moly.
They say normally lightning doesn't stretch further than 10 miles and lasts less than a second. This went 477 miles.
You hear a story like that, coupled up with that one story about the tsunami that made that loud sound that pretty much all of Earth heard.
Yeah,
I
Mother
wonder
Earth is fighting back.
what got hit with that thing. Probably a lot of stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Does Mother Earth got the IBS? Does Mother Earth got IBS? So
Yeah.
what's going on?
If you're in Texas and you're wearing one of those big belt buckles, does
Is
that
it
mean you're more
attractive?
likely to get hit by lightning? Because they could have lit the whole state up.
Something tells me if you get struck by lightning in Texas, you get right back on up.
That's right. You get right back on that Bronco. There's a North Carolina man that used the numbers in his fortune cookie to play the lottery, and now he's $4 million richer.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a great story.
What does it mean when you get a fortune cookie that's blank? That is, it kind of messes with a man's mind. Not gonna lie.
It just means there was a problem at the printer. Don't read too much into it.
Thanks, Virginia.
Paranoid sweater wearing.
Oh yeah, that's such a paranoid feeling. You get a fortune cookie and it's blank.
You got to get a new one.
Yeah.
You can't end on a blank one. Grab a new cookie.
I hear you. I like it. That's a positive spin. That's good.
How about this? An Uber driver in Pittsburgh named Jen Warden caught the guy she's dating with another woman last Friday when they ordered an Uber on a date and Jen was the driver.
Oh,
damn. Yep. And this is something you won't see in a new Airbnb ad. Apparently, a couple took a cat named Nubbins after staying at somebody's house in California last fall.
Nubbins? It sounds like a name I'd make up.
They stole their cat?
Yeah, they catnapped Nubbins when they left.
Oh.
That ain't cool, y'all.
Yeah. How about that? They say it's possible they thought maybe she was a stray, but the owner did have Nubbins' microchip, but they haven't found her yet. So, on the lookout for Nubbins. So there you go.
I love that name, Nubbins.
Nubbins.
Let's go into the next KVJ horror movie.
Nubbins. I guess Americans look weird to people in other countries. They do consume a lot of our TV shows and our movies, and they see us doing stuff that apparently they don't do. And they were online with BuzzFeed and Yahoo News asking, okay, do Americans really do that? We see that in all of your shows, but do you really do that? Like, for instance, do Americans really never say goodbye when ending a phone call? No.
No.
We wonder that too. I always, that still gets to me. They never do that. And I understand it's for brevity's sake, but at the same time, I've never once in my life ever ended a call where I just said the final statement I need to say and didn't do some kind of wrap up and just hit off.
They're starting to do that in movies now, I'm noticing, and shows. I'm seeing people say goodbye on phones.
It doesn't take, all right, gotta go, bye. I mean, that's it. How long does that take?
It doesn't take a long time.
I'll sit through all that. I'm okay. Another one they want to know is eating ice cream out of the tub when you're sad. Do Americans really do that?
Yes,
we do.
Okay.
You're looking at the leader of that group
And
right here.
Certain Americans also eat a tub when they're happy, too.
Okay.
We love ice cream up in here.
Love ice cream. Yeah. They also want to know, what about not taking your shoes off when entering a house? Do Americans really do that?
That's always a weird thing. Every house is set different, and times where you think you should take them off, you try to take them off, and like, don't take off your shoes. And then times when you should, I don't know. Just let me know.
I can't remember the last time somebody wanted me to take my shoes off when I entered their house.
I've been in houses where they want you to do that, and it's weird because, I don't know, now my feet are out, and it's just weird, and I would never ask anybody to take their shoes off when they came in my house, but I have people that come over to my house and do it because I have a bunch of shoes by the door, and people think they're supposed to, but those shoes by the door are not trying to signal to you to take your shoes off.
Right.
They're just there.
I know a few people that they tell you to take off the shoes, and it's not like a custom thing. They just don't want you to have shoes on in the house.
Yeah.
For the
It's not-
dirt.
Yeah, it's not because it's a belief of some sort. They just don't want you to track dirt on there.
Yeah.
And it's always it's kind of an uncomfortable situation when I've seen it go down. Take off your shoes.
Yeah, I'm not going to do all that.
What if I got corn? What if you're someone that got corn?
What if you got some tore up feet when you haven't had a pedicure in years and you don't want anybody
Right.
to see?
Yeah.
Or you got a little AF, little athletic foot.
I have a guy that comes out and does carpet cleaning once a year,
Okay.
and we always need it.
Sure.
I'm just going to do
Yeah.
that.
Okay. Here's some other stereotypical things that Americans do in movies and other people from other countries want to know. Is it real? Do Americans always drink their alcohol out of red plastic cups?
When they're on the go, they do.
Yeah, there's a lot of, I'd say the more rural parties, absolutely.
And if your name's Jason Lee Pennington, you do it.
Yeah.
That's his good china.
I got a red solo cup.
Eating rolls with every meal. Do Americans really do that?
We don't, but you do see that in movies and TV a lot.
Italian
yeah.
people do.
You're right.
Don't even come with the Italian meal and don't have no bread.
We love a bread, Kevin.
They do.
Yeah. They also wonder, too, by seeing this in our TV shows and movies, the need to always tell someone in a life or death situation to call 911.
They need to do that on the new Sex and the City because Carrie Bradshaw let Big die. Never called 911.
It's her fault.
Oh, the blood is on her hands.
Her and Peloton.
If I was the writer of that show, if there is a season 2, I would have all of season 2 be Carrie Bradshaw's under investigation of murdering Big.
The writing all over bathrooms. Do Americans really do that?
Yeah,
yeah.
there is.
If you've been to a bar recently, you would know they do.
It does seem like a very 1987 thing to do to write stuff in a bathroom, but it's still out there.
Yeah. Americans are always making volcanoes or dissecting frogs in science class in high school. Does that really happen? Did you guys ever make the volcano?
Yeah.
Did you? Okay.
I made a couple of volks.
So, yeah, I guess we do.
I made wine.
Magnolia had to
Wine?
dissect a pig.
You made wine in high school?
No, that you know, when I'm getting my year, that was college.
I was going to say,
that was college.
That does not seem like a good project for children.
But it seems like a really cool high school.
That was at Northwood University. My bad.
Okay.
I misspoke again.
Again. Sitting on a roof for a chat. Americans really do that.
I would love to do that if I wasn't so damn scared of heights.
I love going on the roof.
Yeah.
Chats in cozy little places is just fun.
Mm-hmm. They also want to know, does every American have a box of Chinese leftovers in their fridge? We always see that in your movies and TV shows.
Especially if it's set in New York City. They always have Chinese food.
Yes. There's so much crying on your reality shows. Are all Americans like that? No.
No, but a portion is.
Okay.
Yeah, a portion is. And these reality shows, they put them in high pressure situations and they crack these women, especially on your shows like The Bachelor,
Stop.
Joe Millionaire.
Stop acting like it's not scripted. Stop.
It's real.
Stop it.
They're looking for love.
We got a story. They're talking about Joe Rogan with misinformation, Virginia with misinformation.
People in other countries watching our TV shows and movies want to know why there's so many commercials for prescription drugs.
Because we're overly medicated.
Yeah, that's a big.
That's a big problem.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
You know we're overly medicated because people get defensive if you bring it. I need my pills. All right. I guess he needs his pills.
Other things they find weird about us. Why do Americans care so much about Halloween? Huh.
Because it's awesome. There's
Yeah,
candy.
it's
free.
fun.
Dress up.
Oh, man, you guys are like other countries. They're not doing that?
We love Halloween.
We could give you an hour-long podcast of why we do and love Halloween.
Yeah.
Candy?
Free candy, dude.
Free candy, dude.
Someone else also asked, why do Americans always flee to a dangerous Mexico when rural Quebec would be just as effective and safer?
So true. Yes. Don't go to Mexico.
Yeah, why are we going
Go
there?
to Canada.
Come on, family. Let's go to Juarez where we're safe.
I mean, I believe at one point Denny said he didn't even have a passport. They just let him in because he looked cool.
Yeah.
In Canada.
Come on, mate.
In Canada.
Yeah. They want to know, do Americans always have a bag of frozen peas ready to reduce swelling but never seem to eat them?
That's so funny. You're right. Anytime someone gets hit or they have a black eye,
Peas.
or I got these frozen peas. I haven't had frozen peas, black-eyed peas. I haven't had any kind of peas.
Any peas.
Any pea. Oh, that's not true. I did World Record Wednesday last week.
You had a pea.
I had peas.
Yeah.
Look at you. Who's lying now, Joe Rogan?
Yeah.
I had a whole bag of peas.
I'll take that apology in 3, 2.
I don't apologize to witches.
Okay. They said one thing I always see on American TV shows and in movies, they always compare everything to the size of a football field. I have no idea how big that is.
That's amazing.
I could get that. Americans always seem to be drinking whiskey.
And drinking it hard, too.
Whiskey's hot right now.
You drink it hard, you drink it warm, and it's never enjoyable.
Yeah.
Whiskey and tequila. Those are the most popular right now.
But you see that in movies and in shows all the time. They'll pour a big glass of whiskey,
Yeah.
and they'll fight through it and just drink it. My problems.
Yeah. Gone. And when Americans order a beer, they always get the one they want, even though there are so many different beers to choose from.
I'll take a beer. Oh, here you go. There's
Yeah.
your favorite beer.
Thanks. Yeah, they never order by name, so that's true. I get you. Can Jaybird fool Denny's? Now, Denny's is so good at knowing when you're high, but does he know all the names of the things that get you high?
These are all legit. The real ones that are in there have the real legit street names for weed.
Okay.
So Sweet Denny should know some of these.
Okay. All right. So he says. Let's see if you can trick him or not here. And a quick quiz for Denny's on real or fake weed strain. What do you think about this one here, Denny's? Is this real or is this fake? Smoke-a-cola. Smoke-a-cola.
It's got to be fake, right?
You're going to go fake?
Smoke-a-cola.
You are correct on that. That is fake.
That would be a great strand, though.
That is a great
Smoke-a-cola. I don't know how
Smoke-a-cola.
they don't have that.
And then it tastes kind of like cola.
It's got a cola aftertaste.
That would be
I mean,
awesome.
Coke. I got ideas over
You
here.
would love that.
Oh, my God.
That'd get you back on the soda, too.
You're right.
You would fall deep down that addiction again.
What about Righteous Bush? Is that a real or fake strain?
Please
That's
be
gotta
real.
That's got to be a real one.
You're going to go real? Yeah, Righteous Bush is, yeah. One you can get. How about Magic Dragon? Like old Puff?
Puff the Magic Dragon. That's a real one.
You're going to go real? Yeah, it is. How about Ganjaria?
Ganjaria. There's no way that's real.
Ganjaria, you're right. Yeah.
That's such a good name.
That's a great name, isn't
Is it?
Denny's has got a knack for knowing when people are high, and Jaybir's got a great knack for naming weed strains.
Ganjaria, because it makes you laugh. You're stoned. No, we're smoking Ganjaria. Oh.
Do you really want to put ganjaria in your mouth?
You don't smoke pot. You don't get it.
What about this? Is this weed strain real or fake, Denny's? The Unforgettable, Incredible, Medical Edible.
Oh,
It's quite a title, especially if you're high.
yeah.
What is it again?
The Unforgettable, Incredible, Medical Edible. Is that real or fake?
There's no way that's real.
You gonna say fake?
It's too long of a name, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, Stoners ain't gonna put up with that.
No, we
It's
need
too
something
much.
short we can remember.
Yeah. Bag of bones.
You have to abbreviate that.
Yeah.
Bag
That's what I was
of
trying to
bones.
think if it was a acronym.
You think that's real or fake?
Bag of bones.
Bag of bones. Would that be a real or fake weed strain?
Bag of bones. These are written by Bird. It's
Yeah.
got to be fake,
He
right?
loves bones.
That's what I mean. He loves
He's
bones.
always trying to give us his bone.
No, stop
That
it.
you want that to be your prison name?
Bones, yeah. That's different than me giving you my bone.
And if he's it's smoking a bone, it's smoking a giant blunt. So
Okay.
You say bones a lot.
Bones is an alter ego character.
yeah, you do say bones a lot. I don't know. That one sounds iffy to me.
You're saying fake on that one?
Yeah, bag of
Okay.
bones.
Missed your first
I got
one.
it wrong.
Yeah. That's
Dang.
real.
Bag of bones.
We
I've
got
never-
boned.
We got boned by the bird.
I know you would find. I knew you thought I would go with bones.
Yeah, because it's bones.
You love that.
How about this one, Denny's? Is this a real or fake weed strain? The Holy Moly Spicoli Cannoli.
I don't know. It's too clever. That's got to be bird.
It's too clever.
Too clever. Yeah. See, he's so good at these, isn't he?
Holy moly.
Yeah, that's
Spicoli
fake.
cannoli.
Holy Moly Spicoli
Gets you
Cannoli.
real high.
I can
Italian
imagine.
weed.
And it's expensive.
How about L.A. Confidential? L.A. Confidential. Is that real or fake?
That is real. The confidential OG indica.
Okay.
That's a very popular strain.
Is it?
Yeah.
Have you tried it?
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Have we tried it?
Yeah.
I didn't mean to insult you.
Okay, what about this, Denny's? None of your can of business.
Got to be fake.
You're right, it is.
Oh, that's, again, too clever of a name. Usually stoner names aren't that clever. That's a kind of.
I know. I was like, these are all great names
They're
for
missing-
strains.
This is why
The
you
heck?
guys need to make your own strains.
Yeah.
The goofy weed strain.
Yeah, I think there's a market for it.
And you guys would sell out.
And what about the Hempire Strikes Back? Is that real or fake?
That's got to be fake.
That
That's
is-
such a great movie.
He's good. He's good.
It is. Bonus one. 90%. Nice.
Bag of bones comment.
Yep. 90%. Well, there is a study that has come out today that says not only does smoking pot impair numerous mental functions of the user, but these effects can linger for weeks after use has stopped. They say in this study that every time somebody gets high, they can be dumber for weeks. They say hardest hit was the ability to learn from what one hears and to remember things. Also particularly affected is the stoner's ability to focus or pay attention and to process information.
So what do you want to get for breakfast?
What are we talking about?
I don't know, Denny. Sounds like another one of those hit pieces.
It sounds like it. They say the more heavy the use, the more pronounced the effects, but even someone who only smokes weed once every week or two could still be consistently impaired, they say.
I don't know.
I know there's a lot of things going back and forth. It's just kind of interesting that with the medical marijuana versus the recreational in all these states, all these stories that they put out. You can see one day, one side strikes back and they say, hey, weed, it's great. If you smoke it, you'll grow wings.
And you won't get COVID.
Yeah, right. No, you'll see that a story like that. And then, today they got the one that, hey, it makes you dumber. And,
Kevin, the cultural wars continue throughout this country.
And it's all agenda driven. Like, who do you believe?
Well, as soon as alcohol is illegal to everybody, look, I get why some people don't like weed. I get why they don't like alcohol. I get why they're against it. They got good reasons to if they've had some problems with it. But if alcohol is legal, that's all I need to know. Stuff's poison.
Right.
Awesome poison. I love it.
Awesome poison.
But,
That'd be a great weed strain.
Awesome poison. Yeah.
So poison's a word you do want to stay away from when it comes to weed.
Not good, huh? All right. A new Peloton theme song by The Weeknd. Using that in the commercials now. Trying to get people to buy those dang bikes after they keep killing people in TV shows.
Take my breath, just not permanently.
Yes, don't take my life. Take my breath. You would think on the surface this would be your kind of movie because it is a movie about the former coach of your favorite football team, the New Orleans Saints. Sean Payton is the guy. He just left the team like in the last week. He announced that he was going to be retiring, I guess. And now Adam Sandler.
Not retiring. He specifically said it's not retiring.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, so he left it open-ended.
Okay. So he's just swinging out there in the breeze. But he gave, 14 good years, I think, to the Saints?
He's been there a while.
Yeah, he has.
He got old there.
Yeah. So you would think you would love this movie. It's an Adam Sandler movie. It's a Netflix movie.
It is.
Part of the deal that he's got with Netflix.
It's on Netflix.
But here's the conflict. Even though it's got former Saints coach Sean Payton, it's also got your arch enemy Rob Schneider in it, who you had an altercation with in the studio many, many years ago.
What happened with Rob Schneider? I forget, Kevin.
Screaming match. Virginia stormed out. Rob Schneider stormed out. It got ugly. Yeah.
It got real ugly.
Yeah, it did. So tell me, what is your review of the movie Home Team that you can watch? And, hey, with the Adam Sandler movies, they've been hit or miss. I think they're very successful from Netflix. They keep signing deals, and some of them, I'm like, okay, that was a pretty good one, or nah, that one wasn't.
So I love Adam Sandler.
Yeah.
I've always loved Adam Sandler. I think he's a cool dude.
Yeah.
And it's easy to hate on Adam Sandler movies, especially his modern day ones. The critics have always hated him.
Yeah.
But his recent movies, I don't think he's making them. I think he's making more kid type movies. I feel like than more than adult because. They're goofy, but they're like little kid goofy, which is fine.
Yeah, he'd done the Halloween one that I had watched with my son. I think he was 12 when it came out, and my son really liked it. But
I think that's the
saw
demo.
It. Yeah, Hubie Halloween or something like that was the name of it, and there were a few moments, but
I think he's trying to make family, but like crassy type. Family, but well, you can watch it with your 13 or 14-year-olds, but it's not all about sex. But there's some jokes in there.
That kind of stuff that a teenage boy like mine would laugh at, and he loved it. And I think he enjoyed the movie, and he loves like the Water Boy going way back.
Family friendly with an edge.
Yeah.
I was tricked into watching this. Panda didn't tell me Rob Schneider was in it when he put it on. He was
I mean, come on, it's an Adam Sandler movie. How many?
Well, Adam Sandler wasn't in it either.
But if it's the Sandman involved. Just know Schneider is not far away from the project, usually.
Yeah, I mean, how many movies has Rob Schneider done with Sandler versus without?
Yeah, and I think when it comes to Adam Sandler movies, there's only been one, maybe two, that Schneider's not been in.
Yeah.
And I think it's only one, to be quite honest. I think he's been in every Adam Sandler movie
Yeah,
except
that's
for
kind
one.
of his thing.
They're,
Yeah.
they're boys. They're
Yeah. So, Virginia, can you remove your disdain for Rob Schneider and give a good review of Adam Sandler's Home Team on Netflix?
The movie was cheesy. It was silly. The script was a little cringy at points, but hands down, no question, the worst performance came from from Rob Schneider. Rob Schneider was so annoying in this movie. I don't even know why he was in it. Like, he made no sense whatsoever.
Okay.
His part was the dumbest.
Okay. So I'm gathering you didn't like it. If you were going to give it a Rotten Tomatoes score, where would it be ranking?
I mean, out of 100,
Yeah.
20.
Whoa. Yeah, I'm kind of curious to see if that is the score of it. Because,
It's got a 30% right now on Rotten Tomatoes.
well, then you're not far off from that. Is that the audience?
It was so bad. It was just bad. I mean, Rob was the worst thing about it, but it was just hokey and dumb. And even if you love football, and even if you love Sean Payton, which I do, it was hard to get through.
Well, I was just talking to my dad about Rob Schneider.
Yeah.
We were a big family that loved stand-up comedy, and we had HBO growing up, so they always supported stand-up comedy. They always had comedy specials going on, and he was on a comedy special for young comedians. He was beloved in our household. It was it's a surreal thing that we still don't like. I mean, you don't like him. I'm cool, whatever. I mean, I would love to.
If I don't like him, you don't like him.
I just would love to do an interview with him.
Blood in, blood out, Pennington. He said he could buy and sell you. Okay? Did you forget that? Rob Schneider said he could buy and sell you. No. We don't talk like that.
I don't think you're allowed to sell people anymore.
I was telling the chat room today, because of that whole Rob Schneider, he went on Howard Stern, and Howard Stern called me a D-face.
Yeah.
Which was pretty surreal, too.
There was one good thing about this movie, though. Taylor Lautner is in it, and we haven't seen him in a minute.
Yeah, oddly enough, he's been in other Sandler movies. I think he was in Ridiculous Six.
He's boys with the... He's also in Grown Ups, too.
Taylor Lautner looking like a snack.
Is he okay?
Yeah.
All right, so you approve of that, then.
I do. Less Rob Schneider, more Taylor Lautner.
Okay.
How's old Lautner these days? Getting the cougar all kind of happy.
And there are clues in the movie about where Sean Payton's going to coach next.
Okay.
They're saying it's going to be Dallas.
But is that jokes?
I don't think it's jokes. I think it's innuendo. I think it's clues. I think it's because people have done a deep dive into it, trying to figure out what Sean Payton's up
Well,
to.
he has a home in Dallas.
His family lives close to where the Dallas Cowboys play.
Yeah, they do. I believe they've retained their coach for next season, so got to tell him, I guess.
I don't know. He's at least trying to throw it out there that he wants to go there. It looks like to me.
Okay. All right. Virginia with a sports scoop on top of a review. Jaybird, she does it all here.
Kevin, she's 100% wrong.
Look at this. Yeah.
Only thing I'm right about, though, is that Rob Schneider sucks.
Okay. Just sticking with that.
He does.
100%.
Okay. Yeah, people are agreeing with your review of Adam Sandler's new Netflix movie, Home Team. Somebody texted in and said, yeah, Virginia's spot on. It's terrible. I couldn't even finish it.
And do we agree that Rob Schneider is the worst thing about that movie?
They didn't say anything about Rob Schneider. I know you've got your own personal vendetta there.
Well, vendetta aside, he blew it, and his character was super annoying.
Some people are saying Virginia's wrong only because Rob Schneider's character was purposely written to be annoying.
Yes, it was. And it was a stupid character, and it made no sense, and I just, everything about it.
It's weird that Rob Schneider was playing a goofy character.
Yeah, right? What a stretch. Well, somebody else said, too, that they think Sean Payton is going to be the coach of the Dallas Cowboys after this next season. He's going to take a year off, and then they'll fire Mike McCarthy. And
You heard it here first, Kev. Just
Okay.
remember that. When Sean Payton is the coach of the Dallas Cowboys, your girl Virginia told
broke
you.
it. Virginia broke it.
You better
Okay.
be careful. They'll give you a sports show. You can even call it, it's Sports Talk with your girl, Virginia.
No, y'all ain't tricking me into doing a show and making no money like y'all did to Kevin.
Yeah, right.
I'm not doing that.
With your girl, Virginia.
That's right. It's got a ring to it, doesn't it?
Sports Talk with your girl, Virginia.
Yeah.
But I somehow work in like The Bachelor and Joe Millionaire and Big Brother.
Oof, that'd be tough. That'd be tough. Yeah, it'd be interesting to see how that plays.
AM might break just as a unit. AM radio.
AM can't handle this.
AM can't
no,
handle it.
no. I saw today this game Wordle. I've been seeing it popping up all over the place, and it was one dude that designed it and didn't put any price on it. You could play for free, and he had a lot of people wanting to buy it, and finally he sold out to the New York Times. They bought it for low seven figures, so over $1 million.
Wow.
And I hear the New York Times is now going to make it something you have to pay for. So, yeah, I don't know about that. How good is it? Is it worth the hype? Because, these kind of things, they get on there, everybody's talking about, oh, you don't play Wordle? And it's like, okay, you're dumb if you don't. And so that's the whole thing. So just kind of curious, is it worthy of the hype? How many people are actually playing it? Somebody said, yeah, I play Wordle almost every day. My girlfriend got me into it, and it's become kind of like a little competition between us. It's a quick, fun game. Keeps your brain sharp.
Okay.
Is it like a Words with Friends, that kind of a game? I loved that game because you could play with anybody. I was playing with KVJ Nationers, and then what started to happen was my ex-girlfriend started getting on there and was monitoring when I would play. It was public when you could see. It's like,
okay.
I thought you were not
Available.
Yeah, I thought you were working. Why are you playing with Words with Friends? Like, oh, damn, I got to get off this thing. She knows.
She knows.
It's a spy tool for these women.
It is a spy tool, man. I hated it.
Somebody else said, yeah, Wordle is fun to play. I haven't lost one yet. You can only play one puzzle a day, and there are no clues. Okay. Some days it makes you feel smart. Some days it makes you feel like a dumbass.
Such is life.
So
Yeah.
it looks to me like it's just like Wheel of Fortune.
Oh,
How you try to
okay.
solve the puzzle?
big money.
Okay.
Big money.
All right.
All right.
And another text says, Wordle is fine. It's the attention-thirsty people who parade their scores on Facebook daily as if it's breaking news that ruin it.
But dog, that's social media. You brag about things that don't matter at all.
Yeah, it's the latest way we try to feel superior to others by how smart we are from a game called Wordle.
This one's been up and down the hall all morning bragging about winning Do It, bitch.
Oh, yeah.
In his
Morning,
sweater.
Oh, okay. We got a nice little TikTok video coming up. Gonna
Yeah.
put the thing on YouTube. Gonna be all over.
Get 7 views.
I felt bad because I was watching the video back and I go,
Yeah.
dang it, Suits, man. I thought you were going to try hard and, put some effort until you hit in Virginia. It's like, well, I was. I thought I was hitting her hard. I'm like, oh, no, you're strong, Suits. You're strong.
Yeah, we got to get just that video of you guys attacking the losers with the pillows.
Suits ran out of breath about 10
He did.
seconds in.
I said, Suits, were you really trying to hit her? Or why you lay it up? He's like, I was really trying to hit her hard.
His first 7 seconds were strong and impressive.
I mean, Virginia didn't even look like it was getting hit.
No.
Poor Denny's.
Virginia actually looked like she was enjoying it.
Denny's was turning purple.
Denny's, both his eyes are swollen shut. I mean, terrible. You definitely did not get the same effects from that. Another report was Tom Brady is retired from the NFL. And then I heard something about, he can't retire before Friday or he's going to miss out on a $15 million bonus. And then on his podcast yesterday, he's like, wait, retire? Wait, what?
It's a good week for me, and I'm just still going through the process that I said I was going through. So sometimes it takes some time to really evaluate how you feel and what you want to do. And I think when the time's right, I'll be ready to make a decision one way or another.
Okay, well, apparently the time is right today. Not yesterday, but today. Tom Brady has posted on his own Instagram his retirement announcement. So I guess yesterday he wasn't retired. He wasn't over the weekend, but now he is.
Are we sure he wasn't hacked?
I don't think so, Virginia.
Is the Gronk playing a little prank on
This is
him?
the story that won't end. Is
I
he
know.
staying or not? And I don't care that much.
I don't believe anything until I see next season going off. It's like do it, bitch. Never believe the results until it's finally over.
Yeah, he might be switching teams again. You don't know.
No one knows.
Yeah, you could say he's fumbled his retirement. Oh, man. There you go.
You should have a sports show.
Oh, yeah. That's the reason why I'm not on the radio with that anymore, Virginia.
It was too hard.
Examples like that.
It was too hard for him to tackle.
Yeah. You know what? I think you should punt. Yeah. Okay. Here we go. No more bad sports comedy. Okay, let's get out of here. We got the After the Show podcast coming up. Jaber, what's your thought for the day?
Don't whiff it.
No, Virginia, no. We told you, yeah. It's one too many.
Don't whiff it.
What is it? Is that a sports term?
Isn't it?
It's baseball.
Oh.
I guess you can whiff it in football if you kick it out. All right.
Told you we needed to stop.
Just a thought to think about here.
Mm-hmm.
There's hell in hello, good in goodbye, lie in believe, over in lover, end in friend, X in next, and if in life.
The music ran out.
He's like,
Dude, edit thyself.
Damn, she's duding me over here. I'm getting duded to death.
The time clock ran out on this game.
Damn it.
It's over.
No, when it runs out, it's so silent and loud.
There's ring and boring. There's what? We gotta go.
Oh, dude.
The KVJ Show on 97.9 WRMF.